Oh, let me get through, man. Oh, wait, let me get through. Sorry about that. The fan's too loud. Sorry about that. Fan's too fucking loud. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Fan's too fucking loud. Fan's too loud. Finally got my fucking blunt, man. Yeah, this shit, Dr. D. Get that shit. I had to change my appearance. You know, I had to change my appearance again. I ain't changed my appearance in a while. You know, I ain't tried that shit for a while. I don't even know. I tried. That shit, Dr. D, nigga. I don't even know. Too fucking close, nigga. I don't even know. I gotta keep away from the mouse. Someone so won't waste it. That boy that say won't waste it. I go grab a Everybody go place the top, nigga. Love you, Doc. I don't even know. Also, I can do smoking doors, man. I'm watching shit. Yeah, Doc. Smoke this one, nigga. Even know. I only had to, man. I didn't get a chance to do it another show. But finally now, I got to smoke this joint. There ain't no joint, but it's a blunt. It's Mexico. Yeah, it's hot as a motherfucker, man. Hey, hit that next shit. That next shit. Play the next shit. You always see the fucking, you can see the OTS beer garden, off-the-script beer garden. You know what I mean? That's virtual shit. That's natural shit. You should try it. You went from the old venue, you went from the virtual like venue to the virtual beer garden. Nigga. That goes mentally earlier. Had a little grab, gotta go grab a souvenir. Nobody called the cops, so nobody called Shirley 70s. Those Shirley 70s were called or nothing. That's why I'm not hitting back. That's why I'm not hitting out. That's why I'm not going to go back outside the other ball. Hang outside the other ball like it was last time I went there. This June. This was still getting out of the way. Because I can't even find my motherfucking ashtray. I couldn't use that big ashtray that was just like I had fucking used. I couldn't use that. Messed up on remember that dude that mask in the 2000s? He was a stepfather to my cousins, bro. And his father to my youngest cousin. But all we had here, that's what marked into 24-year anniversary of Bill Goldberg versus Hulk Hogan for the World Heavyweight Championship and WCW Monday Night Nitro. Like in July 6th of 1998. You know what I mean? But it's on top of the D-Generation X impersonating nation domination. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what keeps me calm. This is pipe cigar. I didn't get a chance to wear this on a YouTube video. Oh, that shit. Yeah, sing it, bitch. Sing it, bitch. And grab a souvenir, you know. And grab a souvenir. Look for bread. I'm about to fix some fucking sandwiches later. They're like 24 of them. Got 24 packaging store crunches. I get the other 12 packing them to do with a sandwich cap. You know, you gotta holler at me, so I'll get store crunch. 12 packets of lots of store crunches. I get it to do the sandwich cap. You ever see me coming in with the White Sox and the Dodgers? You probably act like I was a super fan or something. Some of the teams I like, White Sox, Pirates, you know what I mean? Yankees, I like them. You know? Boston Red Sox, I like them. Red Sox, Tigers, Dodgers, love them. Athletics, I had a lot of respect for them. Wherever they play. Cardinals, I have a lot of respect for that team too. One of the days I might go get another Cardinals cap. Probably I'll go to Urban Express or whatever. Or Home Team Sports or whatever. Okay, it's probably another couple of months. Fire up the fucking sound of the Mustang. Oh, Jay's about to roll the window down, man. Shit. Hey, remember, folks. I'm gonna be back here for this AEW Dynamite post show on the script, as hosted by Joey Tabasco. There's JD from NY 206. Well, 206, baby. Say something, JD. That was awesome show. What, nigga?
It's the Great American Bash, man.
That's right,
the
man.
holiday continues and rolls on.
Yeah.
Into Tuesday and NXT 2.0. By the way, Triple H is still not in charge, and I'm waiting patiently because the man said, and I quote, "I'm back."
He says, but this is a problem.
I haven't seen it yet.
No, I haven't tried to see it.
Great American Bash tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Braun Breaker defends the NXT title against Cameron Grimes.
And Braun Breaker defeats Cameron Grimes.
Not really the most intriguing match.
It's successfully defended.
But one has to wonder what's going on with Cameron Grimes, man. Is he getting called up? Down? Or is he getting a pink slip and future endeavored?
They're about to get rid of
from
him.
Bruce.
They're about to get rid of him. They're about to get rid of him. They're about to get rid of him, JD.
Also, Toxic Attraction.
Yeah, they lost the tag title.
The first half of their name would aptly describe this show. Toxic.
They lost the
Toxic Attraction.
They lost the tag title.
Defends the NXT Women's Tag Team titles against Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez.
And he lost them to Roxanne. Well, he lost them to Cora Jade and Roxanne
Toxic
Perez.
Attraction may be all but finished in NXT 2.0.
They could go straight to the fucking main roster. They ready for that shit.
Carmelo Hayes defends the North American Championship against Grayson Waller. And what was probably the best match of the entire night. Tag team titles for the men are also on the line. Tiffany Stratton goes up against that geek in the pajamas, Wendy Chu.
Those son of motherfucking.
And we have a cryptic vignette.
Yeah, that same
WWE loves their cryptic vignettes, man. Another cryptic vignette debuting tonight on NXT. What does it mean? The fire pits are going. It's chilly outside on this July 5th. And the beverages, man, they're always ice cold. We're going to the OTS venue tonight. What the fuck are you guys drinking?
Yeah. What you guys drinking, man?
I'll see you over there.
What you guys drinking, man? Hey, you guys want to see this new off-the-script beer garden? Let's see a real, see a person on this show. You see the Thunder Rosa taco truck. The Mustang, the license says, "We are live, man." Got the off-the-script logo there. No, it's all working. But tonight, I'm gonna be back here to get on the live stream chat of the AEW Dynamite post show and all the script. Get on that chat tonight. After I'm really watching all the AEW Dynamite on TBS. It's a live stream before that, before tonight's live stream. I throw my Adidas this way. I had to go throw them motherfucking sick trash. Fucking Adidas is all tore. That's why I threw them away. Probably next Wednesday I'm gonna stick back to the Nike shoes again. Oh, they cut the music down. Shit. They only did that. They only did like this.
Why is AEW successful? Why is Tony Khan running his promotion better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard are running Monday night and Friday night? Long long-term booking.
That's right, the long-term booking this goods for. This is the brand new Off the Script 2022. That's right. As hosted by Jay from NY206.
What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your NXT Great American Bash post show for July 5th, 2022. I am your host, JD, from New York, as always. Coming to you live from the OTS Beer Garden. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on your Tuesday evenings, wherever you may be. Man, it's Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday, man. We got
that's the tacos, nigga.
Thunder Roast's taco truck parked outside, man. So make sure you guys go get yourself a nice burrito, a nice enchilada, a nice taco. She does it all, man. She does it all, and she's got quite the recommendations.
That's Thunder
over
Rosa,
there
baby.
Outside in the taco truck,
That's
man.
Rosa, baby.
Normally, I don't go live for NXT. I decided,
You had to?
why the hell not tonight?
Why don't you add to?
Why the hell not tonight? We're going live tonight with the NXT post show for Great American Bash.
Yeah, do a post show, man.
And I enjoyed the show
Yeah.
for what it was. I thought it was going to be a little bit more newsworthy.
Yeah.
But nothing really blew me away on this show. And it was just another regular, run-of-the-mill, every Tuesday, same old shit episode
Run-of-the-mill
of NXT.
That's what it is.
The big thing that happened tonight was the winners and the losers.
Yeah.
I'd say, of some of the matches that we watched tonight. Primarily the women's tag team title match
and some matches
between Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez teaming up, going up against Toxic Attraction,
and
the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. I feel like Toxic Attraction has pretty much done everything that they can do down in NXT. There really is no other team outside of Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade that they could be feuding with. Mandy Rose is probably on her way to losing that NXT Women's Championship, just like her stablemates tonight in Gigi Dolan and JC Jane lost those NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. I would not be shocked if Toxic Attraction got called up to the main roster right after SummerSlam.
That's why I just said,
that's my bold prediction.
I watched it like it's a trap.
I feel like they are due for a main roster call-up. I feel like the gimmick would fit them perfectly on the main roster.
Yeah.
And I honestly think Mandy Rose and the experiment of Mandy Rose being brought back down to NXT, reinventing herself, making herself the best version of her that we've seen in her entire career in WWE. She's now ready to go and compete on the main roster, and I honestly think that with them possibly moving up to the main roster, I do think that WWE does bring back the tag team titles on the main roster, and I don't think they should. I think they should be burned in a fucking fire.
They should.
But I do think that with Toxic Attraction potentially getting called up, I do think that we see the re-emergence of the Women's Tag Team Championships on the main roster. So that was one thing that really stood out to me. The other thing that stood out to me was Cameron Grimes getting a World Championship match so soon after he lost the North American Championship back to Carmelo Hayes. He lost to Carmelo Hayes and seemingly automatically started a program right there soon thereafter with Braun Breaker over the NXT Championship.
Yeah.
And he lost that title to Carmelo Hayes, and now he lost his opportunity clean as a whistle tonight.
Yeah.
In his match against Braun Breaker. What's going on with Carmelo Hayes? Not Carmelo Hayes. I think he's great. What's going on with Cameron Grimes?
What's up with Cam?
I don't really understand where he sits now on the NXT roster. I don't.
Or Trevor.
I don't know why they would put him in that situation. And he's experienced the North American Championship run for a little bit. He's now got a World Championship title match under his belt. He lost. Where does he go from here?
He experienced so fucking
Where does he go from here?
He experienced so much.
Does he go right back to the bottom of the barrel, right back to square one?
He went right
or do
back
they call him up to the main roster?
He might went back to the bottom of the
barrel. Do they call Cameron Grimes up to the main roster, to the moon,
He'll go back
to either Raw or SmackDown.
He'll go to bottom of the fucking barrel.
I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see Cameron Grimes going to the main roster and then getting any preferential treatment from main roster management. They're going to look at Cameron Grimes and they're going to see, who the fuck is this guy? This vanilla, boring, nothing to him.
They'll fuck around.
5'8", 5'9" guy with a hairy chest.
They'll fucking call him a midget.
What is he going to accomplish on the main roster?
They're going to fucking call him a midget. The guy's like 28 years old.
And that's what I feel about.
The guy's like 28 fucking years old.
Way too many on the NXT roster when it's time for them to potentially get called up.
The guy's like 20.
The same way I feel about Cameron Grimes, I feel
like
about Grayson Waller.
He's a young kid.
Same way I feel about Grayson Waller, I feel the same way about Carmelo Hayes. They're all vanilla. They're all too small.
The guy's in his 20s.
I can't really see main roster management. And believe it or not, this is main roster management. Main roster management is running this show. But I can't really see them when they make that jump
that nigga's born
getting
in the 90s.
Any special kind of treatment. And I feel like everything that we're watching now is the ceiling for a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
I don't think Cameron Grimes has any fucking chance on the main roster.
Not a chance. Not a fucking chance.
We'll see what happens with that.
Not a chance.
Other than that, we got a vignette tonight.
A vignette?
JD
McDonald?
Not really a vignette, but it was a still picture.
JD
McDonald. And WWE flashed this barcode on the screen tonight.
They showed that too.
And I didn't really screenshot the barcode, and I didn't really use the QR code or whatever the fuck it was.
They show that fucking QR
via my mobile device. I did not pull out my mobile device, and I did not scan this QR code because honestly, I thought it was something for WWE Shop. I'm like, I'm not going to WWE Shop to see the newest NXT merchandise. I don't give a shit. So I found out later on social media that the QR code was a little, I guess, riddle. And when you scan this QR code, the numbers 8, 10, 11 showed up. Now, I don't know what that means.
What the fuck is it coming from,
8,
JD?
10, 11.
Where's it coming from?
Some people were making reference to August 10th, 2011. I don't know what happened back on August 10th, 2011.
8, 10, 11.
Some people were making correlations to this 8, 10, 11 to a possible Bible verse.
That shit's 11 years old.
A Bible verse speaking in, I guess, in verse.
That fucking barcode. That
about
rebirth. Fucking barcode.
I don't know. I don't know what it could mean. It's got everybody talking right now. Let's watch the show tonight. It could be a return.
Somebody might
of a WWE superstar back to NXT. It could be anybody maybe moving down to the main roster.
Somebody might come back.
Down from the main roster to NXT.
It
could be a return with somebody coming back from injury.
Somebody might be.
I don't know. It could be for Zoe Stark.
Zoe Stark?
We don't know. She's been out since October.
Yeah,
she could be ready to come back any week now. So it could be for a returning Zoe Stark. I've seen people even saying that it could be for the Velveteen Dream.
What?
It could be for the return of the Velveteen Dream. Maybe he is the one that's going to be reborn.
Sweet ashes.
No, it's not Bray Wyatt. I don't know why anybody would say it's Bray Wyatt. Why would Bray Wyatt return after trademarking his own name away from WWE, only to show back up in WWE and then go to NXT? No, it's not Bray Wyatt.
No, it ain't.
It's not Bray Wyatt at all. Could be Velveteen Dream. I don't know. Velveteen Dream could be reborn. Reborn Velveteen Dream would make a lot of sense after what that man went through.
Why wouldn't we come back?
I mean, Zoe Stark doesn't really interest me at all. I mean, if that's for Zoe Stark, I mean, that's one big fucking disappointment. I'll tell you that.
What disappointment?
I actually hope it's Velveteen Dream, so I see social media melt down to the fucking ground.
It's a social media
I'd
melt.
love to see that.
Social media melted.
That man will never work in the business ever again.
It ain't gotta be him.
But
somebody
it could be for returning superstar. It could be for any one of those names. Maybe Io Shirai. Maybe she comes back to WWE and stays on NXT.
They might fuck around.
Maybe it could be a return of anybody that's previously left the company, only to come back and rejoin the company after being on the free agent market for just a little bit. Or it was this time last year, around August, September. it could be around this time.
Funny, they fucked
And if
around.
you guys want to go back to a
signed,
year,
they fucking
before
signed
August
Logan
10th,
Paul. Why the fuck you
or
signed
8,
him?
10, 11,
I'm not a
this
YouTuber.
could be, and now I may be fantasizing here. This may be a rebirth of NXT as a brand in general.
They might bring it back.
Now, I don't think that's what it is.
A rebirth or whatever.
That would make too much sense. That would really get a lot of people talking.
That buzz.
And if they change NXT 2.0 and they do give Triple H more power to do what he wants with the brand and take it to a place where it desperately needs to be, and we get something along the lines of what he did with Black and Gold, with this new era, this new vision of NXT,
get that vision back.
it would admit that everybody that removed him from power and tried to do his job better than him and couldn't, it would only deem those people failures. It would only look like Bruce and Vince and Nick Khan and everybody that wiped Triple H's legacy clean from everything. There's not a fucking speck of what Triple H did in NXT Black and Gold left there.
None there.
It would admit that everybody that removed him from power failed. It could be maybe the return of something along the lines of what he did with the Black and Gold. I may be reaching for that comment. I may be reaching with that statement, but it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Will Vince McMahon allow that? I don't know. Vince McMahon's not the CEO. We know he's the CEO, but he's not the acting CEO. And Stephanie's in charge right now.
Stephanie's running shit.
She's the one that could make all the decisions.
Stephanie's running
we
shit.
Could see that's potentially happen. Triple H regaining his power in NXT and assembling his team once again to make the show at least better than what it is now.
It's the symbol. Just a symbol.
Society X Entertainment in the chat says Roman 8, 10, 11 is about resurrection, I believe.
Get him out.
I don't know, man.
Get him in or get him out.
That's the going theme on social media right now with this QR code fucking mystery vignette that WWE seemingly had everybody go out there and check out on social media.
I found the effects of that fucking thing. I seen that
fucking
QR
code. It could be a
code.
resurrection. It could be Triple H coming back into power, and they're really going to amp it up and play it up and really make it a big deal.
It's a QR code
and
work.
Listen, man, I'll be on board. I'll be all on board, man. I'll be the fucking captain of that ship, and we could fucking ride off and do whatever we got to do. Yeah. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But we will see, man. Right now, it's all hearsay. Right now, it's all speculation and rumor. So we will see what happens with that. But that was the big talking point of tonight's show. Possibly a rebirth of something or someone, maybe a return, maybe somebody back from a free agency joining NXT once again, like a Johnny Gargano, maybe a Dakota Kai. We don't know. So we'll see what happens with that. We got a little bit to go. We got about a month till we see what happens here with this QR code mystery riddle that NXT debuted tonight during the Great American Bash. Other than that, guys, we'll talk about the tag team title match. We'll talk about Tiffany Stratton, who impressed the shit out of me tonight. And we will have a damn good time inside the OTS Beer Garden. I want to thank you guys very much for joining me on your Tuesday afternoons, Tuesday night, maybe afternoon, where the fuck you guys are, maybe, I don't know.
Night.
It's happy hour somewhere, man.
Tuesday night.
It's happy hour somewhere. On your Tuesday nights, wherever you may be. We got 1,200 people in the chat, man. Thank you guys very much for showing your supports. I know normally I don't cover NXT, but I figured, why the hell not? I wanted to get an extra out today, but believe it or not, guys, I was out trying to enjoy my afternoon.
You did.
So,
towards afternoon, man.
Extras will be back Wednesday. Thursday, we'll do what we got to do for the rest of the week. I'm just trying to enjoy my week so far coming down from the 4th of July holiday.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys go and hit that thumbs up, man. It's a great way to support. Hit that thumbs up. We need, I know normally I ask for 1,000 minimum. We're going to go for 750 minimum. So make sure you guys go and hit that thumbs up. It's Tuesday. That would really help me out. Super chats are open. Get them on in, man. You guys can hang out with me at the end of the show, and we will read them all. We'll drink our cold beverages, and we'll have a good time, man. You guys want to sit VIP with me, man? It's a little chilly out here.
Yeah.
It's a little chilly out here, man. You want to sit in the fire pit section with me and the rest of the VIPs, you guys need to hit that join button down below. Hit that join button. Become an OTS channel member. Become an OTS VIP. You guys get a couple perks, man. You get the emotes that you could use in the comment section, in the live stream. You guys will be getting members-only chats, which is going to be a big thing moving forward.
Yes, right.
So make sure you guys sign up for that. Also, you're going to get some badges next to your name so you can show off your VIP status amongst everybody else in the chat. So make sure you guys hit that join button and become an OTS VIP. Go check out all the other videos that you might have missed, man. We were live last night for Monday Night Raw, the debut of the Beer Garden. Thank you for the overwhelming reception to the Beer Garden. I appreciate you guys very much. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible, man. I could look at it all day long. It's so gorgeous. So gorgeous, man. I love the outside. The inside's even better. So go check out the Monday Night Raw post show live. We were live for Money in the Bank on Saturday as well. Go check that out. 50,000 views on the Money in the Bank post show. At least 35% over everybody else in the community, man. You guys made the Money in the Bank post show on Off the Script the most watched in the entire wrestling community. Love it. Absolutely love it. Make sure you guys go and get your t-shirts as well. Bonfire.com is the exclusive home of Off the Script. Follow me on Twitter at JD from NY206. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Cameo. I fulfilled some cameos last night, actually, after the Monday Night Raw post show. So thank you guys very much for that. If you guys need any work done on Cameo, it is great. Birthday, anniversary, you want a roasting, I do it all, man. Cameo link is in the description. Also, tonight's show is sponsored by my great friends over at Magic Spoon, magicspoon.com. You guys are going to use that code SCRIPTS at checkout for your $5 off. So make sure you guys go and hit up Magic Spoon, man. Everybody's got to eat a little healthier.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to eat a little healthier in the morning, and Magic Spoon is definitely going to do that for you guys. So make sure you guys go hit up Magic Spoon. Yeah, great friend and a great sponsor of the podcast right here.
That's that cereal like the
on Off the Script.
What's milk in that motherfucker?
Let's start at the top, man. We're going to start at the top.
What you got?
For tonight's NXT Great American Bash.
Got me, man.
We got an NXT Women's Championship match, Tag Team Championship match. Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade against Toxic Attraction, Gigi Dolan and JC Jane with Mandy Rose. You know, I don't want to be overly critical of the women. I don't. I know Gigi Dolan. I can't even say her fucking name tonight. Gigi Dolan. I know Gigi and JC and Mandy are quite the popular group in NXT. Yeah. And I just don't see it.
Don't see it?
I just don't see it. Is it just me? Or are both Gigi and JC very, very mid as far as an in-ring aspect is concerned? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that they need to be Sasha Banks. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that they need to be Charlotte Flair in the ring. Because we know why they're on television. We know why they paired all three of these women together. We know why they are the package of Toxic Attraction.
Yeah.
They are not very good, man. I don't know if it's just me, but they are not good. I don't think I could ever recall saying, hey, Gigi and JC, they had a fucking great match.
A great match.
They're not good.
Ain't good.
That's just my honest opinion. They are not good professional wrestlers.
Why? They're not?
Everybody loves them because of how they look. Everybody loves them because of
fishnets,
who they are on television as characters.
Yeah,
that is it.
Fishnets and all that.
And if that's your go-to when it comes to professional wrestling, God bless you. That's not mine. That's not mine. It is not out of the realm of possibility that you could look great and wrestle all at the same time. I don't understand it. It's like this concept doesn't exist to people. They're only on TV because they are eye candy. They are only in the position that they are in because they are very attractive females. They can't wrestle for shit. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news for that, but it's the truth. Now you look at Roxanne Perez and you look at Cora Jade. Cora Jade's another one, man. I just don't see it when it comes to Cora Jade. I don't.
It comes to them, yeah.
Why is Cora Jade so popular?
Why?
Cora Jade's what, 21, 22 years old? She's popular because she is part of the youth movement in WWE. They want youth. Cora Jade is absolutely a part of the youth movement, but I don't really see anything as far as Cora Jade's in-ring work.
I found out
NXT 2.0 has been on television for nearly a year now.
And she's born in 2001.
2.0 has been on USA Network as a revamped show, coming off the black and gold for almost a year now. It will be a year come the fall. And I am always honest with you guys.
20 years old?
I haven't noticed any fucking difference in Cora Jade from the first time we saw her last September to where we see her now. She hasn't gotten any better. WWE brought down Natalya to NXT 2.0 to help guide and mentor Cora Jade. Even had a little mini program with Cora Jade and Natalya. They had a match on NXT 2.0 that was in the main event.
It's a small program.
And that did not do anything to really enhance Cora Jade at all. It did not take Cora Jade to the next level.
It ain't do it justice, though.
Again, I'm not being overly critical because that's a gimmick or it's in my nature to. I don't enjoy anything. I'm here to critique. And I'm here to review the show. I'm telling you what I review. I watch NXT 2.0 every fucking week. I may not cover it, but I do watch it because there's a little part of me that wants to enjoy some of the talent on that show. But there are a lot of talents on this show that I just don't fucking find entertaining or good. She's not good. She's not good.
She ain't good?
She's the skateboarding, punk rock, 22-year-old girl next door who's got all look and no in-ring ability. She's all look and all fluff.
She's older than Roxy.
I'm just being brutally honest with you. I don't notice any difference in Cora Jade from last year to where we see her now. Roxanne Perez, I didn't know anything about Roxanne Perez, Roxy, coming over from Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
She's very good.
She's
got a great look.
She's
very good.
She's small age.
And I can see why WWE's putting a lot of effort into building her up. She's very good, and she will only continue to get better.
That goes from the fucking camp.
I'm not comparing the two, but I am also comparing the two at the same time. They're a team now. They're best friends. Yeah. I'm assuming this is a real-life relationship.
Real life.
So Roxy is a little bit better off than Cora Jade because of where Roxy came from and the involvement that Roxy had with the Ring of Honor brand before they closed shop late last year.
And then they get the fucking...
I don't notice anything about Gigi, Jason.
And then Tony went
Mandy's gotten a smidgen better.
And then Tony went...
I appreciate what Mandy has done to turn her career around because of where she came from and the lack of opportunity that she was given. And she turned that shit around, man. So I appreciate that. I think that's a beautiful thing to see.
Around now.
She's just using what brought her to the table. I wish she would do a little bit more in the ring because I know Mandy could do a little bit more in the ring. We've seen it with her little back and forth with Sonya Deville during the pandemic era.
Yeah.
Mandy looks great. And so did Sonya. But WWE's not using Mandy to put on 5-star matches. They're only using Mandy to fucking wear skimpy outfits and go out there and get all the fucking guys googly-eyed. They couldn't give a shit about Mandy Rose holding an NXT Women's Championship. Just go out there and fucking sell your assets.
She did.
I'll tell you who I really enjoy on this show. I'll tell you who I really, really see a lot of potential and a lot of growth in. And that's Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton is the perfect example of somebody that I watched from day one on this show to where we see her now. We had these vignettes about Tiffany Stratton coming on in, daddy's little girl, and she's out there shopping and waving the credit card around. And, you know, they're booking this gimmick while Vince and Bruce are running this fucking show.
Yeah.
It just reeked of clueless, out-of-touch old men running NXT. Yeah. A show that should be catering to a younger audience. Tiffany Stratton was not all that impressive when I first saw her.
Younger kids.
But the more you watch her, and you watched her tonight in that ring with Wendy Chu, Tiffany Stratton, to me, impressed the shit out of me.
Orange Cassidy.
She moved in the ring like she knew what the fuck she was doing. Mm-hmm. She moved in the ring where she actually, to me, looked better than Wendy Chu. And Wendy Chu, believe it or not, is more experienced than Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany beat Whitney.
Tiffany Stratton may look like a fucking dumb blonde. She may look like a Barbie doll, but she goes in there and she bumps her fucking ass off. Tiffany Stratton goes in there and does not fluff around. She doesn't fucking throw weak ass slaps. She doesn't go in there and fucking fluff around and is standing there afraid to take a move.
She had that muscle.
Tiffany Stratton goes in there and actually bumps around, wrestles. She's flying off the top rope doing fucking spinning corkscrew splashes. Moonsaults off the second rope.
She like a muscle girl. She a muscle girl.
She looks great.
She always been a muscle girl.
Throwing moves around in there, acting like a ring general. How many years experience does Tiffany Stratton have?
I don't know.
I said this on social media. Tiffany Stratton, to me, if you want to take all the females on this NXT 2.0 roster, who my number one is, it's probably her.
Maybe
Roxy gets the unfair advantage because everybody loves Roxy because of where she came from. And she's got all this hype and buzz around her. But Roxy has a step over Tiffany Stratton because she was wrestling in the Ring of Honor women's division before she joined NXT. She was Ring of Honor women's champion. Tiffany Stratton came from a gymnastics background. She had to learn this shit from day one.
Yeah.
She had to learn this shit from day one inside the WWE Performance Center. No prior training at all as a professional wrestler. So when you ask me who I prefer, Roxy or Roxanne Perez or Tiffany Stratton, I'm going to go take Tiffany Stratton.
They send all the PC recruits
just based on what I've seen and the growth that I've seen. I don't see no growth from anybody else. I don't see no growth from Gigi Dolan. I don't see no growth from JC Jane. I don't see no growth from Cora Jade. I'd even take Tiffany Stratton over everybody's favorite, Nikita Lyons. Yeah. Still don't know why everybody is so
was in some party.
Is so fascinated by Nikita Lyons. Nikita Lyons
was at a party. Big ass and big tits.
I do see it. I'm just joking.
See a big ass and big tits.
That's how I feel about the women's division right now. There's maybe one, two,
big ass,
maybe
big tits.
three.
A girl might be younger.
But everybody else just seems so fucking fluff.
Might be younger than me, and she
1 year experience that Tiffany Stratton has. She's better than everybody else on that division right now. Minus the EOs and minus the veterans on that roster, which right now are spread out very thin.
Me and taller than me.
But that's how I feel, man. There's no real growth in this women's division.
So no real growth.
I don't see Cora Jade getting any better
taller than me, man.
At all. Same thing with Toxic Attraction. Vince is going to absolutely fucking die when Toxic Attraction makes the main roster, man. Are you kidding me? They're not there to wrestle. They're there to sell assets.
They're there to do it. Wow.
So we got new tag team champions here. This match was very, very sloppy. This match was not entertaining at all. Yeah. Perez pins, I believe it was JC, if I'm not mistaken, after a code red. And the challengers here in Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade win the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. There was heat on Perez.
That was after
beating her down.
That was after Mandy pulled the referee
to Cora Jade. She runs wild. Near fall for Cora Jade off of a couple of moves on offense. Perez and Jade, they wore matching gear to kind of symbolize that they are a tag team. Used double team moves for a couple of near falls. So we got Mandy Rose pulls the ref out of the ring on one of the near falls.
We had to go throw
Somehow there's no disqualification when Mandy Rose touches the referee.
No, referee
kicks her out.
Referee says, "Get out of
This was a blatant interference. Match continues. Slides back in the ring. The ref does see a pinfall attempt happening there. And the baby faces here in Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade, they nearly win the match based off this interference here by Mandy Rose.
That's how the referee does. Referee said,
so they trade near falls. Dolan and Jade trade near falls with Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez. The heels try some double team moves on Perez, but Jade awkwardly jumps in and makes a save here for her team. Perez executes a code red, which she calls Pop Rocks, on Gigi. I'm sorry, it wasn't JC, it was Gigi. And Perez pins Gigi Dolan for a 3 count, and we have new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions.
That's where they won the belts.
I thought this was very, very sloppy. I thought this was unimpressive. And we got new Tag Team Champions. I don't really understand why we're still on this NXT Women's Tag Team Championship goal.
Yeah.
How many other Women's Tag Team Champions are there going to be for everybody to really understand that the division is dead?
Yeah.
There's no point to Women's Tag Team Championships. No.
Division's
not on the main roster. Not on NXT.
Division's going bye-bye, JD.
Not even in AEW. I don't want to see it. I don't even want to fucking hear about it. I don't want to see it. Yes, Alba Fire. Who said Alba? DH in the chat.
Alba Fire?
Alba Fire. She's great.
Get rid of him.
I think Alba Fire is awesome. I don't even mind the name anymore, man. I love the way she looks, man. And I love the gimmick. Whatever the fuck she's got going on. She's like a female lead. Bro. Great. Yeah, she's great. She's one of the veterans. I'm not going to put her in that. I'm not going to put her in that that discussion that I talked about earlier about Tiffany Stratton being my number one on the NXT roster right now. I'm talking about specifically the new generation of women on the roster. I'm taking Tiffany Stratton over a Nikita Lyons and a Roxanne Perez and a Cora Jade and a Gigi and a JC. That's just me.
It's all of them, bro.
But I don't know how you guys don't get that we don't need tag team championships yet. I'm not saying you guys in the chat, but the majority of the wrestling fans, man, they don't really question anything. How many tag teams do we have on NXT 2.0 in the women's division? We got what's her name there? We got American Ninja Warrior there. Casey Catanzaro, right?
Yeah, Katana
Chance is her
name.
Kaden
Carter.
And we got that team there. Kaden Carter. And then we got who else? Who else is a team? Toxic Attraction. Yeah. We got Roxanne Perez now and Cora Jade. Yeah. And we got Valentina Feroz and that other one that she's teaming up with. They look pretty decent the last time we saw them. That's 4 teams. But 4 teams doesn't make a division. Yeah. If WWE consolidated divisions and they want to make tag team championships in the women's division and they want to apply that to the main roster, and you want main roster teams to go down to NXT to challenge these younger teams and challenge the new upcoming superstars of the future in NXT, that's something that would work. Yeah. But WWE doesn't like doing that. We could see main roster teams go to NXT. We could see some of these NXT teams get brought up to the main roster, give them some nice backstory, give them some nice background vignettes, give them that go over who they are, how long they've been there. No, this is too much work for WWE.
It's too much.
This is too much work for them. This is why I say without any hesitation, burn the fucking titles, man. Burn the titles. I'll fucking gladly watch them burn. I wouldn't even piss out the flames.
Grab the lighter and burn.
Let me burn them. And then I'll run over the ashes with the stang, and then we could go out for a couple of old fashions.
You slide and burn the motherfucking tag belts.
Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez will do nothing
burn them
with those women's tag team championships. Nothing more compared to Toxic Attraction. And I honestly feel with Toxic Attraction losing these championships, they may get another rematch here and ultimately fail. Yep. Ultimately fail. Yeah. I don't know how many times we need to see them as NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. They're not going to, continue winning these championships and make me feel any different about them. 3, 4, 5 different title reigns. That doesn't mean anything.
No, don't mean nothing.
That doesn't mean anything to me. Or maybe we get.
Yeah, Jay, you forgot your soundboard. You gotta get back from
a rematch. York, bro. Get your and this is where this rumor comes into play. According to Dave Meltzer, WWE is already considering a heel turn.
They did that
for Cora Jade.
Oh man.
Meltzer says, and I quote, "Among the things talked about in NXT, and whether they happen or not remains to be seen, are Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley becoming a tag team. We've seen slight teases of this on television and again tonight. So I'm not even including them as part of the tag team division. But WWE clearly is trying to remedy a problem by pairing all these women together to make believe that they have a tag team division.
They remedy all that shit.
And Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez, with Cora Jade possibly going heel on Roxanne Perez.
That's stupid.
So we could see a rematch and they could lose. And we maybe get a heel turn for Cora Jade on Roxanne Perez. Or it could be with Roxanne Perez winning the women's breakout tournament. She's already challenged Mandy Rose.
That's stupid.
And we could get Roxanne Perez not only holding the NXT Women's Tag Team titles, but she could win the NXT Women's Championship next week from Mandy Rose and hold 2 championships. And then maybe the story will be Cora getting jealous that Roxanne's getting all of the spotlight. And everybody loves Roxanne. And everybody is forgetting about Cora Jade. Meanwhile, they're a team. What about me? And then that's where the split comes into play. Maybe that's where the rumor here being reported by Dave Meltzer becomes a reality. I don't know.
Bro.
But WWE is clearly trying to remedy their tag team division in the women's division on NXT. I wish they would do the same thing on the main roster. But like I said, burn the fucking titles.
Yes.
Burn the titles. We don't need women's tag team titles on NXT or in WWE or in AEW potentially. No,
titles.
the women's tag team championships right now in any promotion is a dead concept.
Pull your dick
Women's
out.
wrestling
Pull your
doesn't
dick out
draw.
and piss on. Pull your dick out and piss on them.
And in my honest opinion, it doesn't draw enough, and it's not important enough to warrant tag team titles.
Let the fire decrease.
Moving on. Like I said, I think Toxic Attraction gets called up to the main roster. I really do think they get called up to the main roster. I could see Roxanne Perez beating Mandy Rose next week for the women's championship.
Yep.
Braun Breaker. They showed him walking in the parking lot earlier as someone asked about his shoulder. This is the story of the match going into the match tonight against Cameron Grimes.
Braun Breaker.
They hyped up the men's championship match with Cameron Grimes.
Breaker.
And that's going to be the story there. Will he overcome the shoulder injury caused by Cameron Grimes 1 week ago?
Yeah.
So then we go into a Tony DAngelo, Tony D over here, and the family on NXT. He said he had to make a tough decision last week as he spoke to Legado del Fantasma without Santos Escobar. They killed Two Dimes. Troy Two Dimes Donovan is now sleeping with the fishes. They legitimately murdered somebody on NXT. I thought I was watching Lucha Underground, where murder was a fucking weekly thing on Lucha Underground. We got Two Dimes getting dumped over the fucking bridge, and his body now floating amongst the fishes.
They got the jewels.
He got fired for a steroid issue, which I didn't really understand. They gave him a termination very, very quickly.
Got rid of the
I'm assuming that WWE has a drug policy. Normally, I figure with the drug policy, you get 30 days for a one-time suspension or one-time mess-up, but they went and fucking fired.
Yeah.
They fired. Yes, they threw him off a bridge. If anybody doesn't understand.
They threw out the fucking jewelry, too.
They threw this man off a bridge.
They threw fucking...
Two Dimes has been deleted.
They threw the watch and the phone.
He got whacked.
He threw out the phone and the watch.
2.0. How? I don't know. That's the main thing I would love to know. How did Two Dimes get whacked?
I threw out the phone and the
How
watch.
did Tony D handle Two Dimes, man?
Threw out the watch and the
Seriously,
fucking phone.
Was it like some casino type bullshit? Really?
He threw out the
was it like some Goodfellas type bullshit? I'd love to know, man. That's the fucking that's the juice that we all want. How did Tony D handle business?
He threw the fucking watch and the phone down off the bridge.
So he said he showed Escobar. He said Escobar is in the hospital as he was taking care of him, laughing at Tony D. DAngelo said the only person putting in work is Electra Lopez.
Whoa.
So
Electra Lopez?
Lopez said to go check on Santos. 18% increase at the docks, he said. Whatever the fuck that means. I don't know.
Yeah, I picture Santos in the
Maybe
hospital.
his family business is thriving. I don't know. Two Dimes. Maybe family business is up after Two Dimes got deleted and whacked. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we move on from that to Pretty Deadly.
Pretty Deadly.
Pretty Deadly vignette aired as Kit Wilson and Elton Prince put over each other's looks and how good looking they were.
Yeah.
They said the fashion-forward movement comes from Essex, not Paris, and said Essex is a metropolis.
Essex.
You wouldn't get caught dead drinking beer.
Whoa.
Prince used it to shift to Swamp Rats, Briggs, and Jensen, and mocked their southern accents.
I already seen that photo.
I thought Pretty Deadly would be fucking shoo-ins, a perfect fit for the maximum male models. Instead of Marseille and Mansoir.
We could have got bro.
Kit Wilson and Elton Prince. They could have just called up Pretty Deadly. I think they would have fit even better than Marseille and Mansoir. I don't know. You know who else would look good in... I'll talk about this a little later. You know who else would look good in the maximum male models and really give the group some fucking legitimacy? Fabian Eichner. Giovanni Vinci would have been great in the maximum male models. I don't know. I don't know how you call up Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser and then you leave Fabian Eichner in NXT to fucking perish. I don't know.
Well, Giovanni Vinci.
It's very weird to me. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Anyway, no, Omos would not look good in the maximum male models.
No.
Nobody wants to see Omos on TV at all.
No, Omos.
Let alone in the maximum male models.
No, Omos. No, man.
So Trick Williams and Wesley had a one-on-one match here. Nothing too crazy here. This went about 4 minutes.
Trick Williams beat his
Wesley
ass.
is very impressive. I like Wesley, very passionate.
Trick Williams beat Wesley. Trick beat his ass.
About him losing his partner there, Nash Carter.
Beat him.
Can't seem to find a direction. So Trick Williams was out there looking like a boxer. Carmelo Hayes was out there squirting water into Williams' mouth like he was fucking in a boxing match.
I'm the greatest.
Williams then took Lee down, mocked him, shoved him into the corner.
It's like that. I'm the greatest.
And these guys are off and running here. Both men went for some different types of big spinning kicks. Lee hit a Rana and a leaping kick to send Williams into the corner. Hayes brought over some water and gave Williams some other bottle with some foreign substance. We didn't know at the time what it was. Lee went for a kick, but Williams countered into a pump handle slam. And Williams started to wrench on Lee in what looked to be a standing crossface. I am not big on Trick Williams. I never seen the appeal in Trick Williams. Another guy who seemingly is not getting any better at all since the first day we saw him on day one, on the first debut episode of NXT 2.0. Carmelo Hayes is great, but Trick Williams, I don't get it. I know he's not in the ring often, and he's more of a lackey to Carmelo Hayes, but at some point, man, you're going to have to get in there on your own, and you're going to have to wrestle. And what I see tonight, and what I see normally when Trick Williams is in it, is something that I don't really find enjoyable, man. I don't think he's good at what he does. I don't. It's very, very, very main roster-esque. It's nothing there. So WWE, they got Hayes and Trick Williams as a great pairing together. But if Trick Williams is going to have a successful singles run at some point in his career, he's going to have to catch on sooner rather than later, man. I don't really see any upside here to Trick Williams at all. I don't. Not good at all. So
already muddied the fucking floor.
He is wrenching Lee in this crossface.
Cover up the ass.
Lee grabbed the thumb to break the grip and fight out of this hold, and he took it to Trick Williams with some strikes. So he rolls to the outside. Williams hid behind the steel post and sprayed his hands with this bottle with this unknown substance. Now, I don't know if it was chloroform. They said it was rubbing alcohol. So Joseph said it was rubbing alcohol, and he gets in the ring. He gets in the ring and rubs his hands all over Wesley's face. He hits a big cyclone kick because Wesley was blinded by this substance after Trick Williams rubbed it in his eyes. And big cyclone kick. 1, 2, 3, and Trick Williams beats Wesley.
Why'd you fucking have that substance?
I didn't mind the ending. I thought the ending was pretty creative. I thought it was a nice little way to get Trick Williams a victory here through nefarious actions. But I don't know what they're doing with Wesley, man. Wesley he's very good. And MSK was excellent. I feel terrible for him.
Fucking bring substance,
and they were such a great tag team, man. In a day and age where tag team wrestling is thriving everywhere but WWE, the fact that Wesley is not in WWE with his partner showing how great they are as a team is quite sad. It honestly is sad.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I don't want to be negative for the sake of being negative, but
don't be negative.
I got to let you guys know what the deal is.
Go for the positives.
And the same thing is right now potentially going to happen to Angelo Dawkins. Wesley is never going to get a look on the main roster.
Yeah, bring up Sweet
Wesley will never get called up to the main roster. They'll probably bring him up and have him job on dark matches right before SmackDown. He's never going to be a main roster call-up. Never. If he gets called up to the main roster, he'll be chasing Reggie for the 24/7 title.
Bye-bye.
Wesley is stuck in NXT. There is no ceiling higher for Wesley, and that's fucking criminal to say.
Yeah.
There's no ceiling higher than NXT for Wesley. Now, I don't know what Zachary Wentz, Nash Carter, is up to nowadays. I don't know where he's going. I don't know what he's dealing with. But if I'm WWE, I'm bringing Nash Carter back to the company. Time heals all wounds, man. This was 10 fucking years ago. 10 fucking years ago where this picture was taken. Well before he even had aspirations to go to WWE.
That picture
I would bring him back.
That picture since
I'd get MSK back together. I really would.
That picture's out
Maybe
since
the vignettes for
2014.
maybe the vignettes for Nash Carter coming back to NXT. I have no fucking idea.
I
would bring them back, and I would call them up to the main roster together.
That picture's been out since
MSK
2014.
would be fucking great on the main roster if WWE actually gave a shit about tag team wrestling.
Yeah.
They would fucking be awesome on the main roster. But Wesley on his own, he ain't going anywhere, man. The only way he gets anywhere is if there is a tag team with Nash Carter.
Yeah.
It's NXT or future endeavor for Wesley.
Bust.
And that's the sad state of his current situation. Just the truth. It's too good to be straddled here on NXT by himself without his tag team partner, with nowhere to go. Tiffany Stratton was in the back. She was getting her makeup and hair done. She asked for the woman there helping her out to powder her face. Wendy Chu came up and approached, and Tiffany Stratton had her eyes closed, and she had powder thrown in her face.
Oh, where'd you get the powder?
So Wendy Chu threw powder in her face. She then sipped her drink, and they seemingly had began their match.
Oh, shit.
I thought this was a street fight of sorts. I thought this was like a no DQ backstage brawl that was going to lead out to the ring, and there was no rules, no disqualification.
It's a backstage
brawl. This was just a grudge match that started in the back. They got no intro, and when we came back from commercial, the bell rang, and we got this match taking place.
Yeah.
So she was backstage throwing all these foreign objects at Wendy Chu. Tiffany Stratton, angered.
It's like a fight in the streets.
We go to commercial break. They return with the match already in progress. Yeah. Match went about 5 minutes from what we saw on television.
Yeah.
Very impressed with Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
Stratton began to work over Chu. Stratton targeted the hand, even ripped off a fingernail on Wendy Chu.
They ripped it off.
So Chu starts to make a comeback here. Uranage by Wendy Chu for a near fall.
Yeah.
Stratton targets the injured hand to escape a sleeper hold applied by Wendy Chu, and then gives her even more of a offensive attack with a great-looking brain buster for a near fall. Stratton then stomped on the injured hand, and Stratton follows up with a nice-looking shotgun drop kick in the corner. Stratton for the finish springboards into a corkscrew splash, and she gets the 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
Tiffany Stratton easily takes care of Wendy Chu here tonight on NXT 2.0 at the Great American Bash. A really dominating victory for Tiffany Stratton. She looks great.
She got rid of
She does. I could see Vince McMahon falling in love with her. Absolutely. If Roxanne Perez beats Mandy Rose, I could absolutely see Roxanne and potentially Tiffany Stratton, or maybe Nikita Lyons and Tiffany Stratton for the championship. I don't know how they're going to go. I honestly thought they were going to go Mandy Rose dropping the title to Nikita Lyons. I think if Nikita Lyons did not get hurt, I honestly think she would be further along than Roxanne Perez right now for the Women's Championship. Nikita Lyons is going to be NXT Women's Champion. There's no doubt about it. I mean, WWE would be fucking foolish to not make that woman NXT Women's Champion. I mean, she's got more social media presence than anybody else on that fucking roster.
Oh, yeah.
I could see Mandy Rose dropping the title to Roxanne Perez. I could see Roxanne Perez dropping the title to Tiffany Stratton. I could see Tiffany Stratton dropping the title to Nikita Lyons.
Hold up.
It may be a little bit. But
I hate this
I honestly think what you got here is a nice little nucleus of talent. Roxanne Perez, Tiffany Stratton, Nikita Lyons. I still think Nikita Lyons is a little green. She's very, very, very basic. Got a great look. She moves around in the ring like she really wants to fuck you up, which is a great start. But she doesn't really know much outside of what we have already saw with her. And you can't really gauge much when most of your matches have been against Lash Legend. It was fucking terrible, man.
Yeah.
What an awful gimmick. What an awful gimmick. She's not good at all. She's one of those women that I would absolutely consider future endeavoring. She's just shit. So, Tiffany Stratton, man, at the top for me right now. Mm-hmm. Very, very, very impressed with a great-looking victory over Wendy Chu.
Yeah.
Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade, they were interviewed by Mackenzie Mitchell here. Jade said she finally did it after trying for so long to become a champion in WWE, and she got to do it with her best friend. Perez said, everything's happening so fast, and it's surreal. They're really, and I said this before, man, they're really kind of egging it on with, oh my God, she's my best friend, and I did it with my best friend.
You gonna do it with a heel turn?
Wait till Roxanne Perez wins that championship, man. I do think that what Meltzer said, there's some legitimacy to that. I do think Cora Jade,
about the heel turn,
after a little bit, turns heel, which I don't really understand at this young stage of her career. You know, she should really get a solid babyface run before we start turning her heel. But I do think that WWE is going to venture down that storyline. I do think they're going to give us that storyline arc.
They messed this up with one.
So they said it felt good to end Toxic Attraction's reign. Perez says she wants to end their reign once and for all, and she's cashing in her opportunity from the breakout tournament to challenge Mandy Rose next week for the NXT Women's Championship. Could be a new champion next week in Roxanne Perez. Braun Breaker was warming up in the locker room. Cameron Grimes approached asking about the shoulder and said that he's going to do whatever it takes to become NXT champion. Braun Breaker says, bro, I would not want it any other way. So, setting up that match later on in the night for the NXT title.
I can't go through that shit now.
Apollo Crews. Remember when Apollo Crews was Smiley Apollo Crews?
Yeah. You remember that?
They basically gave Raquel Rodriguez Gonzalez the Apollo Crews old gimmick. Smiling everywhere, man. Remember Smiley Apollo? Oh, my goodness.
We went back.
So we got an Apollo Crews in-ring promo. I don't know if you guys, I want you guys to go to my social media page if you have not been on my Twitter page today. First of all, like the pinned tweet on my Twitter page and leave me a comment and let me know what you think of the new OTS venue, Beer Garden. But I also retweeted a unbelievable promo from Daddy Magic, Matt Menard of 2.0, who is a part of the Jericho Appreciation Society, man. There was a vignette. I don't know where this vignette aired. I think maybe it aired on one of AEW's YouTube shows.
Breaking this shit, man.
3.5 minutes of Daddy Magic cutting an absolutely incredible promo.
Breaking.
After Blood and Guts was over last Wednesday, he went and cut this promo unscripted, talking about his wife, talking about missing the first steps of his newborn baby, right? And they even referenced Chris Jericho.
He referenced him.
You know, being tapped out potentially by Eddie Kingston.
That's worse.
That Matt Menard tapped out from Cesaro Sharpshooter because he didn't want Eddie Kingston to have it to himself that he made Chris Jericho tap it. He's like, not on my watch, brother. That's what we in the Jericho Appreciation Society do. That's loyalty. That's respect for one another. This promo was incredible.
Biggles on top of the fucking cage.
You have to go watch this promo. I watched this promo. The reason why I bring this up is I watched this promo before Apollo Crews cut his in-ring promo. And I'm saying to myself, now you see the difference between unscripted and scripted promos. Apollo Crews just comes off
and Eddie Kingston and
boring.
Ortiz,
there's no emotion
Ortiz,
in anybody that cuts a promo on WWE television. There's no emotion seeping out of these people. None at all. So Crews is in there and says he wanted to share something real quick. He said for the last year, he would get home and asked his kids what they thought. He said they said that wasn't him and stopped watching altogether.
Oh, boy.
I guess they're talking about the Nigerian gimmick that he was cutting. The Nigerian warrior gimmick that he had on the main roster with Commander Aziz, who seemingly has disappeared off television. However, since he's returned to NXT, his kids watch him every week.
Where's Commander Aziz?
Is it that Apollo, or is it that the main roster television just flat out sucks? There's nothing to do with you. You weren't even on fucking television. What the fuck were they watching?
Where's Commander
Why would
Aziz?
they watch if you're not on television? Apollo hasn't been on television for months. Why the fuck would your kids watch?
Don't know why.
So when he gets home, he sees their faces and he sees their excitement. It brings nothing but excitement to him, and that they reignited his spark. He mentioned his two kids and said he loves them. He shifted, saying he's been back a month, and Zion Quinn is right about one thing, and that NXT is different. Crews says, what would happen if he stepped in the ring with DAngelo or Nathan Frazier or Carmelo Hayes or Grayson Waller? He says he knows he would make magic in the ring with Cameron Grimes and Braun Breaker. And then that's when he got interrupted. That's when he got interrupted by Giovanni Vinci. Giovanni Vinci. Vinci stood at the entrance ramp as his music played.
Giovanni Vinci
He had a mic and said he noticed Cruz left him off the list. He says he doesn't blame Cruz since when he envisions what would happen between them, it usually doesn't go well for Apollo Crews.
Ain't go well.
He says he'll outperform Cruz and in style. Cruz said, stop talking and get in this ring. And we'll go stride for stride right now.
Stride for stride.
Vinci said Cruz has all the people fooled, but not him. He's dressed out for a night out on the town, not a night with all of these people here. He said next week Cruz will find out just who the best athlete in NXT really is, and Cruz will lose to Giovanni Vinci. But it'll give Cruz 7 days to come up with an excuse to tell his children.
Oh, man.
Giovanni Vinci, man. You know, I am incredibly high. I'm not big on the name, but, you know, Vince doesn't want everybody going by their old NXT names or their old indie names or their real names. So in comes Giovanni Vinci, the former Fabian Eichner. Fabian Eichner is so good that Fabian Eichner, Giovanni Vinci, could be an NXT champion during this run he's on, as long as he's down here. I don't know how old he is, but Fabian Eichner was incredible. If you're asking me who my favorite in Imperium was, Walter out of Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner, I always went for Fabian Eichner, man. He embodied, to me, a perfect pro wrestler.
Yeah.
He was so fucking good. He is so fucking good. That group was so fucking good.
Yeah.
That tag team was fucking great. Yeah. The best tag team in WWE when they were together were Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner, Imperium. I don't know why they would get rid of that. I don't.
Why would you get rid of it?
If you wanted to break up Walter and Bartel and you wanted to pair those two together individually away from Fabian Eichner, I don't understand why you would keep Fabian Eichner down in NXT when he's just as good as those two.
Baby.
Why didn't you want Fabian Eichner on the main roster? I said this a couple of weeks back. He's 31. He's young. He's a baby.
He's a kid.
He's a baby. 31 years old. This guy is fucking incredible.
He's younger than me.
I said this a couple weeks ago when we were talking about the maximum male models.
He's
Who
younger than
is
me, bro.
Max Dupree going to unveil as a maximum male model or models?
That guy,
I'm like, if it's Mace and Mansoor, then we're fucking fucked. This shit's not going to get off the ground
younger than
ever.
me, bro. He's like in his 30s.
They will probably burn this fucking stable down to the ground and blame LA Knight for not getting it over and then fire him.
They're all going to get released.
Which I kind of feel bad about because that's exactly what's going to happen. But if you want somebody to really make this group serious and you really want this group to be successful, with this new gimmick that they gave him, Fabian Eichner is now Giovanni Vinci. He's dressed in the party, looks like a fucking Italian model. Why didn't you call him up to the main roster when you already had plans to change his name and give him this gimmick? And we didn't get this unveiling of the maximum male models for fucking weeks. That this guy's on NXT. Nobody there thought to call him up to the main roster with the rest of his Imperium guys and get him in the maximum male models. Seems like he's a perfect fit to me. He's somebody that will legitimately make that group serious instead of fucking whatever the fuck they got going on there. Maximum male models, Marseille and Mansoir.
Yep.
Come on, man.
No joke names for them.
There's no logic in this company. There's no thought process in this company.
There's none.
Eichner got left on NXT, but Gunther and Marcel Bartel, fucking Kaiser roll, got called up to the main roster, and Kaiser had one match. It's not like Kaiser's a big deal on the main roster. He had one fucking match.
They put him in a tag team.
He's nothing more than a mouthpiece for Gunther.
A mouthpiece.
That's it.
It's still in the dirt.
It's unbelievable.
Still in the dirt.
I think I would bring him up to the main roster. He would be a maximum male model if I was running WWE.
Wow.
This guy's way too good. At 31 years old, he may be the best wrestler on that fucking brand. He's way too good to be still on NXT. Way too good.
Shut the fuck up.
But a Cruz and Vinci match does intrigue me because Apollo Crews also is very good. And I hope that, this is it for Apollo. This is it for Apollo, man. If Apollo's on NXT and he's this boring already, I don't really see that as a good sign. This is his one and only last chance to reinvent himself and do what Finn Balor did when they fucking brought him up to the main roster, killed him. Then Triple H brought him back to NXT, and he fucking was better than the first go-around. If Apollo is not better than what he was on the main roster now, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no more chances for Apollo Crews.
No, there's no chance.
Ivy Nile. She's a part of Diamond Mine.
Ivy Nile's not going to be out there with
Nile was there with Mackenzie Mitchell. Nile was staring at Mackenzie when she was asked about imploding and Diamond Mine imploding and said they have healthy egos, but it's Diamond Mine forever. She went over and broke up an argument with Tatum Paxley and Katana Chance with Kaden Carter. Nile then scolded Tatum Paxley and said, tomorrow, 8 a.m. in the dojo, be ready. So it looks like they are pairing Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley as a tag team, and it looks like Diamond Mine may be on the rocks and about to get split up. We'll see what happens.
That's what happened.
Grayson Waller was in the locker room and told Carmelo Hayes his mom loved the shirt, and Hayes' autograph sold for about 28 cents. He said, one thing left to steal. Hayes says, they used to be boys, but now that's out the window because when you play with Melo, you play yourself. Yeah. He said, Waller is common, but he is special because that's all it is, and that's all it's going to be. I don't know, man. I still am not high on the Carmelo Hayes character. No, he's great as an in-ring performer, but there's nothing really drawing me in to who he is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old. I don't know.
Why?
Maybe I don't get this fucking youth movement in NXT, man. I don't know. But he's a great pro wrestler. That much I know. So we got a J.D. McDonough.
J.D. McDonough.
This is the former Jordan Devlin of NXT UK. It was great to see this show end with people chanting my name. They were chanting J.D. J.D. It's great.
J.D. McDonough.
Great. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it, man. I know I'm great.
J.D. McDonough.
J.D. McDonough vignette. He was doing yoga and then driving a classic sports car. He was then being carried across a beach in one of the scenes. He showed some footage from NXT UK as he narrated his intentions coming on over to NXT 2.0.
2 vignettes they have.
Should be good, man.
And then Jordan Devlin was awesome. Also, he shows up.
So his inclusion on NXT 2.0 should be great. J.D. McDonough.
That's after
not the worst name that I heard. I'll get used to it being that. I'm a J.D. as well, so I'm going to take a liking to J.D. McDonough.
J.D. McDonough, he came out and attacked Braun Breaker.
Grayson Waller.
And
Carmelo Hayes. This was for the North American Championship. Easily the best thing on the show, just based on
and Grayson loses.
The way these two guys wrestle. So Hayes got pyro and a special introduction by Williams. And Grayson Waller got a very generic introduction.
It changed.
So we got a commercial break. We go right to commercial break. I'll pick this up after commercial break. And Hayes is fighting back. He takes it to Waller with a tilt-a-whirl. And they go back and forth with some submission holds. Waller went for a triangle choke. We got a nice double down with a clothesline. And fans are starting to chant, this is awesome, this is awesome, this is awesome, this is awesome. And then we go with more back and forth. There was a pop-up cutter in the middle of this match where it looked like it was slightly botched. And they quickly recovered. And the cutter played into the story of the match. So Hayes is down selling when Williams gets in Waller's face out of nowhere.
Whoa.
Wesley comes out and takes out Trick Williams for what he did earlier in the night. Now, if you guys missed and you're just joining me late, Wesley was taken out by Trick Williams in their match with a loaded glove or chloroform or rubbing alcohol that he poured all over his hands. And rubbed it in Wesley's face, and then kicked him in the face, and won the match 1-2-3. So he cheated to beat Wesley.
That's worse than Casey Anthony shit.
So he took him out there, and I'm glad to see him out there. They're continuing that little storyline from earlier in the night. So both men retreated to corners. They started glaring at each other. They met each other in the middle of the ring with some strikes. Hayes took control with a springboard lariat. Waller evaded Hayes and hit a basement drop kick to the leg and then a rolling unprettier for a 2 count. So, like I said, with Wesley coming out from the crowd, he takes out Williams. Waller jumped back in the ring looking for his finishing move, only to get hit with a code breaker.
Yeah.
Hayes then hit his top rope scissor kick, and that was pretty much it. 1, 2, 3. And Carmelo Hayes wins to retain the North American Championship. I like the scissor kick off the top rope. He calls it Nothing But Net. I like the name. I don't know how good that's going to be for Carmelo Hayes long term to be doing that every single time he finishes a match. That looks like it's going to fuck him up long term. Yeah. And he gets height. He gets distance. It looks great. It looks pretty. But how many times could he legitimately do the scissor kick? It's basically a fucking top rope leg drop off the top rope. At some point, somewhere in his career, he's gonna have some fucking back problems. And I worry about moves like that. Same thing, I said this with Ember Moon. You know, how many times can she go off the top rope and use that fucking Eclipse move, man, before it starts to catch up to you? So Carmelo Hayes here wins over Grayson Waller and retains the North American Championship in what I thought was easily the best match of the night. We got that QR code. And WWE said for us to scan it, so I didn't know what it was. But I thought it was WWE shop bullshit. Only to come to find out on social media that it is for a vignette debut. I don't know.
11 years ago.
I don't know. I mentioned this earlier in the show. It's 8, 10, 11. Don't know what that means. It could be a return. It could be WWE rebranding NXT again. It could be, I forgot to mention this earlier, it could be WWE moving back into Full Sail. There were rumors that WWE might potentially move NXT back into Full Sail University. That may be a thing. I don't know. Could be a return. Could be a free agent that left the company only to come back. I don't know. It's a plethora of things, man. It's got people who watch the show tonight. It's got people talking.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens and what comes out of this QR code vignette.
This QR code, man.
Zion Quinn. Mackenzie Mitchell was in the back with Zion Quinn, who cut her off and said, Cruz, and his eyes are locked on the wrong person.
Why?
And it should be on him. Why? Zion Quinn said he doesn't mean to brag, but he's box office. He says he's Zion Quinn, and that's pretty much how it's going to be, and he's going to be a future multi-time world champion, I promise you. And the future of NXT is Zion Quinn.
Oh, he'll be ready. He'll be ready soon.
There was a report earlier in the week about WWE potentially calling up Zion Quinn to the main roster. Not only Zion Quinn, but Sanga as well, the former muscle for Grayson Waller. So Meltzer talked about this on The Observer not too long ago. And I mentioned this on one of my recent extras. Meltzer said both stars, Zion Quinn and Sanga, are on the radar of main roster management, and WWE officials think that Zion Quinn is the total package, which is a positive sign for his future. Now, it's unclear what the plan is for both Zion Quinn and Sanga, if they are called up, or what brand they're even going to be a part of. He says, and I quote, I'll tell you what, both of these guys, Sanga and Quinn, are being considered for the main roster right now. Yeah, they think Quinn is the total package. As Zion Quinn signed with WWE in 2018, he made his television debut in August 2020. He did work an episode of SmackDown by being an enhancement talent where he lost to Sheamus before his NXT debut. He's another guy that I just don't see potential in. I don't. I don't get what is so great about Zion Quinn outside of the fact that, A, he's Samoan, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's Samoan. Yeah. And he's got a great look. The guy can't wrestle for shit. He's as green as fucking grass. Yeah. There's nothing exciting about what Zion Quinn does in a wrestling ring. Guy's been here since 2018. It's the middle of 2022. You'd think you'd be further along. They're already thinking about calling him up. Yet Santos Escobar is still on NXT at 37 years old. Yeah. Santos Escobar should be fucking holding multiple championships on the main roster. Yeah, you want to call him Zion fucking Quinn?
Yeah,
to the main roster.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
I don't get it. Carmelo Hayes is ready for a main roster call-up over a Zion Quinn. Tony DAngelo is ready for a main roster call-up over a Zion Quinn. There's a ton of guys that I prefer. Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, fucking Cameron Grimes, Grayson Waller, all the top guys I could see being plugged into the main roster and fitting in. But Zion Quinn?
And Sanga?
Don't we have enough people on the main roster that don't draw any interest? And Sanga, he's another one. 2018. Made his NXT debut in 2020 as one half of Indusher. He teamed with Veer.
Yeah.
He was a tag team partner to Veer on NXT. Then they paired them with Jinder Mahal and broke them up.
With Malcolm Bibbins, who's now Soka Hathaway in AEW.
Sanga is nothing more than an Indian Braun Strowman. And we already have somebody who's less than Braun Strowman in fucking Omos on the main roster.
Yeah.
We don't need another Omos on the main roster.
Don't need more big.
If you want Braun Strowman back, let's not pretend that Sanga is Braun Strowman. You can put him in Braun Strowman ring gear. He's not Braun Strowman. For all the fucking times we made fun of Braun Strowman blows Omos and Sanga out of the water. WWE is clueless.
Yeah.
Clueless.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see Zion Quinn get a main roster demotion. Moving on. They showed Ivy Nile leading Diamond Mine into a hype up before their tag team match. Roderick Strong did not take part in this and just left to go out to the ring. I guarantee you that's how Roderick Strong really feels.
He teamed up with Damon Kemp.
In the back, we got Mandy Rose with Mackenzie Mitchell here talking about what a tough night it was for Toxic Attraction. Rose mocked Mitchell and called Perez and Jade Team 2001. She said it happened before, but Gigi and Jane corrected themselves a few days later and won the tag team titles back from Dakota and Raquel Gonzalez. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
She said once the high wears off, Perez will realize she made the biggest mistake of her life, as Jade could not beat her either. He said Perez will join the failure club if she even makes it to the match next. I don't know. I don't know. A little ominous there. Will we be getting the match, or is WWE clickbaiting us, trolling us, where this match is advertised for next week, only for Toxic Attraction to prolong this match and push it back a week or two? See what happens. This was my other favorite part of the show tonight, man. Chase U.
They're clickbaiting.
I actually quite enjoy Andre Chase.
Andre Chase.
I don't know why he has to wrestle in a fucking sweater. A college sweater, a fraternity sweater.
Yeah.
But
all these people in Chase.
We got Wendy Chu wrestling in fucking pajamas. I don't know. We've seen it all.
This
was my other favorite thing on the show. Chase U vignette aired as Andre Chase discussed Independence Day. Bodie Hayward, his star pupil, was falling asleep and said his roommate, Thea Hale, doesn't sleep. Thea said they watched Money in the Bank 50 times and they're like brother and sister. So we got some geek in the back named Shad in the back of the classroom. He corrected Andre Chase that the Declaration of Independence was actually signed on July 2nd, which it was.
Yeah, get the fuck out of my classroom,
And this triggered Andre Chase and what he said to the class in his teachable moment here. He was corrected by Chad, who sat in the back of the classroom. He got triggered and he exploded with F-bombs. I love it. If Andre Chase was my teacher, man, I'd find that to be highly enjoyable. Throwing F-bombs all over the place. Andre Chase teaches the way I would teach.
It's attitude,
I think it's great.
Attitude shit.
Hell then interrupted and said, it would be sweet if we go to England on a field trip. Hayward said field trips never happen here. But Andre Chase said that's a fantastic idea. So I guess we're going to London.
Go UK.
Chase University is going on a field trip. Great.
Yeah.
Great. And who would watch Money in the Bank 50 times, man? It was a decent show, good show, but I don't think it's worth watching it 50 fucking times. I don't even think I watched my favorite match of all time 50 fucking times.
You watch it 50 times?
The Creed brothers, Brutus and Julius Creed, the NXT Tag Team titles are on the line here against Roderick Strong and Damon Kemp.
The Creed.
Damon Kemp, by the way, is what's his name's brother? I can't think of his name right now.
What's that?
Fucking guy the Olympian that they just signed, man. That's how fucking tired I am, man. Gable Steveson.
Gable Steveson.
Gable Steveson. Damon Kemp is Gable Stevenson's brother. Why is Damon Kemp on TV in NXT and Gable Steveson hasn't made a fucking appearance for WWE outside of Stephanie McMahon bringing him on to WrestleMania stage and introducing him to the crowd?
You gotta bring him to the main roster, bro.
What's my favorite match? The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25.
Yeah.
That's my favorite match of all time.
Classics.
So, we got this tag team title match. The losers here, I believe, leave Diamond Mine.
Yep.
I think that's what happened here. I'm not sure. So, I don't know about you guys, man, but I don't really find Damon Kemp
The tag
all
titles.
that exciting. I think the Creed brothers have gotten a lot better. I think the Creed brothers got a lot better. But no, I don't mean Chad Gable. Gable Steveson.
Loser sleep Diamond Mine.
Where did I ever imply that I was talking about Chad Gable?
That could be Roderick Strong.
Gable Steveson.
And Damon Kemp.
Damon Kemp is the brother of Gable Steveson.
Gable Stevenson's brother was already.
I didn't like this match. I thought this was boring. I'm going to be flat out honest with you guys. Julius Creed pins Kemp to win clean here.
Yeah.
The Creeds retain their titles. There was really nothing to this at all. I found this to be incredibly boring.
Roderick's not happy.
Brutus, he leaps off the top rope and he does this human cannonball type thing to take out Damon Kemp on the outside.
And
so we got Roddy and Damon Kemp attempting to single out Julius Creed. They're trying to work him over. Brutus finally tags in. Strong was able to counter with a couple of offensive maneuvers. Strong took it to Brutus with a pair of jumping knees. Brutus is being worked over by the challengers. Hot tag to Julius. He cleaned house off the hot tag. Julius is now running on just a house of fire here.
Yeah.
Takes it to Roddy. Kemp tags in, and he does not fare any better against Julius Creed. So Julius then plants Kemp with a big-time slam. Julius follows up with a sliding lariat. Julius then covers Kemp with a 1, 2, 3, and that was pretty much it.
Too.
The Creeds stand in the middle of the ring after winning this match, help Kemp to his feet in a sign of sportsmanship because it's Diamond Mine forever.
The Creeds win.
So Roddy glares at them. He's not happy, and he leaves the ring.
He left.
I don't know what's happening there,
Roddy can go to
I wish
AEW,
Roddy
bro.
would be given his walking paper so he can get the fuck out of there.
He
doesn't belong there anymore.
Roddy could go to AEW, bro.
Yeah, he's there, and he's trying his best, and I know he doesn't want to be there.
Roddy could go to AEW, bro.
We got a new vignette. WWE is vignette heavy this week.
Yeah.
We got a vignette teasing a new character, and this did not look interesting to me whatsoever. This vignette aired about a bright child who was bullied, so now he learned how to fight back. He said he has a gift with mathematics, and everything can be broken down to math.
A guy named Axiom.
He said that they used to say he's technically gifted, or they say he's technically gifted, and it all comes down to an equation. He said, I am Axiom.
Whoa,
his name is Axiom.
Axiom.
Yes, there is a character named Axiom coming to NXT.
Oh, God.
I don't know who this is for. I don't know who is going to be playing the character of Axiom, but the vignette, it did not interest me whatsoever. If you guys have any guesses on who the fuck Axiom is going to be, you let me know who you think this gimmick is going to be for. I don't know. His gimmick is a mathematician.
Yeah.
Yes. His gimmick is that he's good at math.
Mathematics.
I fucking hated math. I failed math. I hated math. I had the worst fucking teachers, man.
I don't like math.
Really. This guy is coming to NXT, and he's going to be a geek. He's going to be a nerd. I love my mathematics. That's the gimmick that they're giving this guy. Probably A Kid. It did sound like A Kid, right? Yeah. It did sound like A Kid. You guys are right. Look at that.
Yeah.
It did sound like A Kid. Axiom.
Yeah.
Is his name.
Axiom.
I wasn't even high on 8Kid. I thought 8Kid was fucking boring, and now they gave him a fucking I love mathematics fucking gimmick. Oh my goodness. I hated math, bro.
That's some geeky shit.
I went to Mount St. Michael High School in the Bronx, man. I had a teacher by the name of Mr. Dubois. This guy was fucking unreal, man. This guy was French.
That French guy.
He walked into his classroom, and I swear to God, man, it smelled like dead bodies. This guy did not bathe at all.
That guy stinks.
I don't know.
He stinks.
Other than that, I thought he was, if he didn't bathe, he was bathing in human fucking skin, man. This guy. And when you wanted to open a window because he was fucking suffocating you, he'd ask you to close the window.
That guy
That's how bad he was. That's how fucking evil he was, man. He wanted you to fucking suffocate while he was teaching fucking mathematics.
Oh, man.
In the classroom.
He stinks.
Who the fuck's gonna learn when the entire fucking classroom smells like rotting corpses?
The dead.
I don't know.
It smells like the dead.
When we got out of there, man, it's like walking into fucking, it's like you're submerged in water and you're gasping for fucking fresh air, man.
JD, your teacher smells like the fucking dead.
You never fucking felt anything greater in your entire life, man. Seriously.
Your teacher smells like the fucking dead.
Never felt anything greater in your entire life. It's like you were reborn again walking out of the classroom.
Your teacher smells like the fucking dead body.
Crazy. That's my teachable moment there. I just went Andre Chase on you right there. Teachable moment from Mr. Dubois at Mount St. Michael High School. I don't even know if he's there anymore. Fucking guy. Holy shit.
That teacher of yours is
take a sip of my cold beverage here. What's in the red cup? I don't know.
Your teacher smell like a fucking dead person, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't got any liquid death here in Atlantic City, man. I got to go back home. We got the main event. We got the main event here. Mackenzie Mitchell. Apparently, we got, before the main event, we got Mackenzie Mitchell in the back with Mr. Stone.
Yeah.
Sophia Cromwell and Von Wagner. Put the lotion in the basket, Von Wagner.
Put the lotion in the Von Wagner basket.
Von Wagner's on television. I may secretly be the biggest Von Wagner fan of all time.
Yeah.
Put the lotion in it rubs the lotion on the skin, Von Wagner. Von Wagner's back there. And Stone said it's a travesty that Wagner isn't on the bash. Cromwell said that the fans have this audacity about them, and she was going to shit on the fans. And all of a sudden, Solo Sikoa comes in and interrupts Von Wagner. He berated all of them for complaining when he's standing there not complaining about not being on the show. Wagner then instigated a fight, and he took over and said, listen, Oos, I'm standing right here. You want to fight? I'm not afraid to fight. You'll fight. You're right fucking here. So Von Wagner and Solo Sikoa had a fight being broken up here. A slew of referees came in and pulled them apart. Norman Smiley was even in there. I think I even saw Carino in there as well, Steve Carino. But we are getting a Solo Sikoa and Von Wagner. Put the lotion in the basket, Von Wagner. We got Solo and Von Wagner feud coming to NXT 2.0. Buffalo Bill out here, back on television. There was news actually on Solo from Fightful, I believe. They are reportedly WWE discussing Solo Sikoa for a main roster call-up. This is coming from Fightful Select. As of this week, WWE's had serious discussions about bringing Solo up to the main roster. Fightful notes that they haven't heard any about any specific brand for Solo Sikoa, but his cousin Roman Reigns and brothers are the Usos, and they are technically on both brands right now as unified world champions, tag team champions, and Roman Reigns obviously holds the WWE and the Universal Championships. Yeah. So we have Solo potentially being called up to the main roster. I think that's a terrible mistake. I think that's a bad idea.
They call him.
I want Solo to be on his own. I do. Yeah. Why do we need to pair him with the Usos and Roman Reigns? So he is a fourth background player.
You need him for.
I don't get it. Or a third background player behind Roman Reigns.
You need him for.
And a fourth member of a group where it's all about the Usos and all about Roman Reigns.
You don't need him.
We don't even know how long the bloodline's going to last. So if you want to call Solo up, call him up as a solo. Yeah. I don't think he's ready. What's the rush? How old is Solo Sikoa that they want to call him up to the main roster? The guy can't even, how old is he? 22, 23, 24 years old? How old is he? Why are they rushing everybody to the main roster?
Why?
Potentially.
Why?
There are 3 or 4 or 5 other guys that I would absolutely call up to the main roster over Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
And I would like for him to be on his own.
Yeah.
He's even stated as much himself. I want to break out on my own. Why do I got to be paired with Jimmy and Jey Uso just because they're my brothers?
Shit.
Ridiculous.
Shit.
Let Solo be Solo.
Let be himself. Let Solo be himself.
Cameron Grimes
Solo.
and Braun Breaker. We got NXT Championship on the line here.
Yeah.
Decent little match between these two. I mean, Cameron Grimes is always good. Solo is 29. He's early. He's 29 years old. He's that old?
Hassan.
Oh, my goodness, man.
Hassan.
Here I am thinking he's fucking 23.
I'll check with you after this, man.
29? You don't look no 29.
I'll check
Come
with you after this
on.
video.
He's 29 years old?
I can't do that right now.
I'll give him another year. Another year on
son.
NXT would do
I'll
him
check
wonders.
you after I'm done with this video.
To be honest with you. Cameron Grimes and Braun Breaker. So, the story of this match is the shoulder. Braun Breaker's shoulder. They even played it up on commentary where he held the title up with the good shoulder and not the bad shoulder. Is that going to be an issue for Braun Breaker in this match?
That'd be a problem for him.
So, Breaker is standing tall. We go through a commercial break. He's in control of this match over Cameron Grimes.
Yeah.
Grimes continues to go and target that shoulder. He's working over the arm during the commercial break. So, Breaker reverses a vertical suplex. He's in control. Grimes kicked Breaker in his injured shoulder. Grimes flew off the apron into a somersault senton. Grimes is in control. Breaker starts to come back. Big time spine buster by Braun Breaker. Shoulder tackles. Grimes is taking those bumps. He's giving it to Breaker.
To the moon.
We got a very nice false finish here when Grimes executes a running one-man Spanish fly on Braun Breaker. Grimes gets a near fall. Breaker kicks out at the 2.5. They go on and trade near falls after Breaker uses a super Frankensteiner off the top rope. Grimes does a tilt-a-whirl. Backbreaker transitions into an octopus hold. Breaker powered out, only for Grimes to deliver a cave-in. Everybody in the crowd thought the cave-in was it, and Grimes was going to win the world championship. Breaker kicks out of Grimes' finishing move. Grimes jumps off the middle rope. He does to the moon.
Whoa!
And then he jumps off the middle rope. I don't know what he was going for, but Braun Breaker was there and ready. Speared him in midair off the second turnbuckle. 1, 2, 3. And Braun Breaker gets the pinfall over Cameron Grimes in what I thought was a decent match. Cameron Grimes was in no way at all winning the NXT title.
Cameron's failing, baby.
So, at the end of the match, Braun Breaker is walking out of the ring.
JD McDonough attacked him.
JD McDonough, former Jordan Devlin of NXT UK, who was interviewing at earlier in the evening, said that he was going to join NXT and show everybody how good he is next week. He was making his debut next week. In fact, he trolled everybody and said his debut was next week, but he showed up tonight. And he jumped Braun Breaker on the aisleway, in the aisleway on the ramp, and he puts Breaker through a table that was set up on the stage with all 4th of July fixings and chips and all this other shit. It was 2 tables in the aisleway with 4th of July American flag tablecloths.
Wow, man.
He put Breaker through one of those. He stands over Braun Breaker with him laying in the table debris in this cliffhanger as the fans are chanting JD, JD, JD.
Man's chanting JD McDonough.
So NXT 2.0 tonight for the Great American Bash went off the air with my name being chanted as the show came to a close.
They chanted your name.
You gotta love it.
They chanted JD McDonough. They wouldn't chant your name. They said JD McDonough.
Great American Bash was all right, man. You know, we've seen better Great American Bashes. This show tonight was okay, but I still don't find NXT 2.0 enjoyable. I don't.
You don't find it enjoyable?
I like some of the talent on the show. But other than that, man, you know, it is what it is. My expectations have been way, way, way too high. I don't know how to lower them for NXT 2.0. Just something I don't know how to do. But maybe Triple H takes back over, man. And maybe we get this QR code vignette that we saw tonight. Maybe it's a rebirth under Triple H. We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, thank you so very much for joining me right here on OTS. We are in the new OTS Beer Garden.
Get the super chats.
So once again, shout out to my team over at Deviate Designs.
Yeah, I think Deviate Designs for
Nick
that too.
and Gabe and the entire crew over there, man. They absolutely fucking nailed it with the design on this beer garden.
Nailed it.
It's going to be the place to be this summer, man. It's going to be the place to be. Awesome.
Oh, he did, man. He nailed it.
It's the last call, guys. Get those super chats in. Get those super chats in. We will be reading through them in just a second. But I want to make sure I shout out my sponsor for tonight's show, man. This NXT review is sponsored by my great friends over at Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon is cereal reinvented, guys. You can build your very own variety box.
Yeah.
And choose from the best-selling cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, cookies and cream, which is my favorite, and maple waffle. Other awesome flavors include honey nut and blueberry muffin and cinnamon roll. You guys can even add the cookies and cream and cocoa peanut butter flavor cereal bars to your variety box. Man, they even got fucking cereal bars. Holy shit. 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 to 5 net grams of carbs in each serving. Honey Nut has 1 gram of sugar. 1 gram. The cereal bars have 1 gram of sugar, 10 grams of protein, 4 net grams of carbs, and only 130 calories per bar. They're also keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, and low-carb.
Wow, low-carb stuff.
I'll tell you what, man, I used to have cereal every single morning when I was a youngster, and my parents sent us off to school, man. It was the typical cereals that you see in the supermarket, man, full of sugar, junk. Magic Spoon, legitimate. I swear to God, man.
Magic Spoon does all that.
Magic Spoon, I got boxes in my fucking cupboard at home. We have Magic Spoon in the morning, man. It tastes exactly like the cereal that I remember my parents gave me when I was a youngster.
Yeah.
Legitimately, you want that old feeling back of that delicious cereal you used to have, and Magic Spoon gives it to you, and it's healthy at the same time.
Yeah.
Seriously, it is awesome.
Yeah, man.
So you guys are going to use code SCRIPT for $5 off, man. You guys can build your very own variety box. Use code SCRIPT for $5 off. Magic Spoon is also so confident in their product that it's backed by a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it, for any reason, they will refund you your money, no questions asked. Use code SCRIPT at checkout for $5 off, or go to magicspoon.com.
Use it wisely, man.
Script
Use it wisely.
To save $5 off your order today. And also for my Canadian and British fans, Magic Spoon is now shipping to Canada and the UK. Awesome. Follow me on social media, guys, at JD from NY206. That's Twitter and Instagram, TikTok, Cameo. Everything you need is linked down below in the description, man. All my socials. Go follow me all over social media. Hit that thumbs up. I see only not even 750, man. Nowhere near 750. I said 750 was the minimum. I see 573 likes. What's going on?
What's the minimum?
I need 1,000 minimum on NXT tonight. I don't even give you NXT reviews every fucking week, man. You guys can't hit the thumbs up for me.
I forgot about the likes. I hit the like up. Everybody came in too late.
Also, go check out all the other videos that you might have missed on the channel. Everything you need is linked on the homepage, so go check it out. JP 5150 with a $5 super chat. JD, you clearly were more over than everyone on NXT. I'm feeling good, so I think I will have my tried and true Casa Dragones, please. Hashtag OTS for life.
You're going to need it, bro.
Thank you, JP.
You don't need it, JP.
I'm over in more ways than one, brother. In more ways than one. Joseph Taylor with a $2 super chat. 2.0 future AEW Tag Team Champions.
You ready for that shit? I don't know.
I could see it.
Yeah, again.
I think 2.0 is great.
You see it?
I think Matt Menard and Angela Parker, man, I think they're awesome. Really. What a steal. What a steal for Tony Khan to bring them on into the company. Jedi Joker with a $5 super chat.
Jedi Joker.
Is Doc's music DMCA free? Just curious because I stream on Twitch. Yes, it is.
Doc's music.
All of Doc's music is DMCA free.
Doctor disrespects music, boys.
You guys can just download it from YouTube, or you can find it on Spotify, really, for all his music.
Find it.
Yeah. You guys can go get that on Spotify. It should be there.
That music's there, bro.
Oscar with a $4.99 super chat. Zion looks like the most generic badass I've ever seen. I honestly don't get the hype. Great show. Two huge standouts for me were Mello and Tiffany.
Wow.
Yes, they are. Yeah, Zion looks very generic, man. I don't get it. I don't really understand it.
Generics, bro.
Spirit of the Wolf with a $10 super chat. I am loving the new graphics, man. The beer garden looks amazing. Hashtag OTS for life. Thank you so much, brother. The more you guys give to me, the more I give to you, and I put back in the channel, man. This is the fruits of my labor. Jaden Gilliam with a $1.99 super chat. Going to Dynamite tomorrow. Excited for a great show. Should be a good show, man. We got John Moxley versus Brody King, the AEW Interim Championship, and Wardlow challenges Scorpio Sky for the TNT title. Should be good. Baby Shaq 342 with a 3-month recommitment to the OTS VIP club, man. Thank you so much. The new background looks freaking awesome. Is Austin Theory getting pushed too fast like Roman Reigns back in 2015?
Wow.
I don't know, man. I don't really know. Certainly feels like that. But WWE is prone to making the same mistake over and over and over and over and over again.
That's WWE's fault. That's their fucking fault. It's WWE's fault.
Thank you for the 3 months, brother.
They're fucked up.
Willem Hendrick Fullard with a 20-month membership. Willem. It's a long time, brother. Cheers to you, man. We'll always support you, brother. Keep the good work going. I just love your honesty and love for wanting a better show. Thank you for everything. Willem with the comment of the night. Marquise with a 5 in super chat. I got your name right tonight, brother.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
JD, do you think To the Moon gets called up to the main roster? I hope so. They need new stars on the main roster bad, bro. I don't know, man. I think Cameron Grimes is one of those guys that fucking dies 1,000 deaths on the main roster.
They fucking need him? I don't know.
Zorro Luffy in the chat. Man, I love the old set, JD. What don't you like about the new set?
Zorro Luffy. Hi, Zorro.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Damn, Zorro.
Why does everything have to be the way you want it?
Damn, Zorro.
What's wrong with the new set?
New set's doing
Everybody's the same way.
New set's doing all right.
Everybody's the same way.
God
why
damn,
are you
Zorro.
using the old set? Oh, why are you having 15-minute intros? What's with the long,
Zorro.
dragged-down intros? I don't see people complaining about the fucking intros anymore. You grow to like it.
Fuck, Zorro. What you doing, man?
Yes, Zorro, let me stay stagnant.
Oh, Zorro,
so I look like and sound like everybody else, Zorro.
Please say you alone with the fucking comments with the lighting.
Zorro doesn't want me to grow, Zorro.
Let JD grow, Zorro. Fuck. Let JD grow, Zorro. You'll get your ass benched the fuck out. Your ass gonna get benched the fuck out.
Maybe I'll go back to the fucking generic fucking borders that I used to have so you can look at my fucking pictures hanging on the wall.
Oh, shit.
Would you like that, Zorro?
Damn, Zorro, what the fuck? What the fuck, Zorro? What you gonna do that? Why you gonna do that to my
fucking
man?
Geek, get him out of here.
Bench him. Fuck.
You don't want to be in the fucking beer garden? Get the fuck out.
Bench, motherfucker.
Get out.
Bench, motherfucker.
Go watch Fightful.
Yeah. Watch some old sap. Fuck that. Get out of the venue. Please. Get out of the venue, Zorro. Leave JD alone with that, with his lighting.
Oh, it's not that serious, JD. Calm down, JD.
Let JD grow his channel.
Get him out.
Let JD grow his fucking channel, Zoro. Piss on the pot and get the fuck off.
Get him out. Get him out.
Piss on the pot and get the
Go
fuck
watch
off.
Clown.
God damn, Zoro. Fucking idiot. Let that man grow his fucking channel. That's his shit. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
$10 super chat, Furious. Thank you so much, brother.
That's how I get to grow my channel.
What's up, JD? How was your 4th of July yesterday? I don't know. Maybe we should have Zorro.
That's why I'm growing mine.
I went to the beach, Furious. Zorro would complain. Oh, why did you go to the beach?
Zoro's a whiny little bitch.
I had a German lager while I was on the beach. Several of them, actually. Oh, why didn't you drink Blue Moon?
Zoro Luffy is a whiny little bitch. He needs to be fucking chastised and thrown out the fucking chats.
Thank you, Otis.
Damn.
4th of July was good, man.
Zoro?
Went to the beach.
What the fuck do that to my man's for?
Couple of summer German ales. Feet in the sand. Tunes playing. It's a good time.
I'm about to be due for fucking
Can I just say that when Raw ends up on a holiday, it's always one of the worst. Holiday should be no excuse to put on a low effort show. I agree, man.
We'll do back to fucking Battlefield.
You're on TV going
tomorrow.
live. You need to give us a damn good show, no matter what.
But on top of that,
it's going to be 90 degrees
in
Atlantic City tomorrow, man. I need to be by the pool tomorrow.
I'm gonna be
at some point. Gym and then the pool.
I'm gonna be on the OTS live stream chat after AEW Dynamite goes out there.
Marquise with the $2 super chat. I meant to say they, JD. Sorry, bro. I type fast.
Tonight.
I knew what you meant, bro.
I'll do that tonight.
I knew what you meant, man. Don't worry about it.
I'll do it for like 2 hours or whatever.
Belial Bundu. Don't get me started with you, bro.
Belial, don't.
You want to be benched by Otis? Just tell me, bro.
What's in Zorro, man?
Just tell me, Belial.
Shit.
I'll get you out of here too, just as fast as I got fucking Zorro out of here.
Belial, stop talking shit
Zorro
to JD.
Luffy.
Your ass is done like Zorro. Get out of the chat. You're in JD's chat. Join the
You got
chat.
a problem with me being angry at somebody that clearly did not want to be here?
Get benched. Get benched, Belize. What? Hey, Belize.
This fucking backdrop cost me probably more than your yearly wage.
Hey, Belize. Hey, Belize, what your name is.
Zorro.
Get benched like Zorro.
Zorro's the type of guy that wanted Bill Goldberg to bury Bray Wyatt at Super Showdown.
That's why I'm doing this.
That's the type of guy he is.
That's why I'm doing this. This 24th anniversary of the Goldberg and Hogan match from July 6th
Dennis
of 98.
H with a 22 in Canadian super chat. Is your cup empty tonight, JD? No, it is not. I have beverage in here. What am I drinking? I'll leave that up to the imagination.
I'm going to play the Goldberg Hogan match from WCW Nitro. Oh, it got me fucking damn so Luffy got me fired the fuck up. It got me worse than fucking got me fired the way JD is.
Bully Ray was making excuses saying that WWE gets the pass for just putting out programming, not even good stuff. LaGreca says, or maybe they could just fucking make good programming.
What did Bully Ray say?
There's a reason why I prefer LaGreca over Bully Ray.
I think LaGreca can be the best, but Bully Ray, he a worse fucking podcaster, bro.
Dennis, no, my drink is not empty tonight, brother. Thank you for asking. Thank you for your concern, Dennis.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Zorro is in the same place where Troy Two Dimes Donovan is right now.
Yeah, Belize is fucking
with
done.
the fishes.
Thanks,
Zorro.
Benched. Belize is gonna get benched. Like
Moret Escarment with a $5 super chat. Plantain, peach, rum, and ginger ale in a glass tonight. Sounds good, man.
It's like Troy Donovan's gonna
Another great show, JD. What would you recommend on OTS Beer Garden's drink menu? Be well, brother. Bro, tonight I am recommending. Tonight I am recommending Sasha's Blueprint Margarita, bro.
It's delicious. To be the boss, baby. They call me the Bloods, baby.
But yours sounds a lot better, man. Plantation Peach Rum sounds good.
That's what Sasha says.
And thank you for your kind words, Moret. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for being here in the OTS Beer Garden. Oh, look, Zorro is back. Look, over that calm your sensitive ass down. All that money you make, don't you any less, bitch?
Jenny, bench him again.
Well, let's see what this guy says, though. Let's see what he says.
Jenny, bench him again.
Over that calm your sensitive ass down. All that money you make, don't you...
Oh, no.
Don't you any less, bitch?
Bench him again, man. Please.
Zorro, you can't even speak proper English, man. I think I became more retarded after reading your fucking message, Zorro.
Bench him again, man. After this fucking thing.
Zorro sounds like he writes creative on Monday Night Raw. Get him out.
Yes. Bench him.
Get him out.
Bench him again.
Fucking Zorro.
Stupid ass Zorro. Fuck.
Thanks for coming, Zorro.
Bye, Zorro.
You watched 2 hours of an NXT post show to act like an asshole in the last 3 minutes.
Bye, Zorro.
And you got yourself whacked.
Bye, Zorro. Get the fuck about JD's chat.
Say hello to 2 dimes for me, Zorro. Fucking geek.
You're a fucking clown, bro.
Anyway, guys, I appreciate all your support, man. Seriously. All your support, guys. Thank you. Tomorrow, I think we'll be live with Jesse. I think.
I'll be here while
I may have to hit him up, man. Maybe we'll be live tomorrow with Jesse. If not, I'll be here by myself.
I'll be back here tonight to watch this shit.
But I appreciate you guys very much for all of your support.
I'll be back here for the chats anyway.
Make sure you guys go hit that thumbs up.
I'll be back here for the chat.
750 likes minimum for these NXT reviews, man. Normally it's 1,000, but 750 is good.
I'll come back to this dining room to do this chat.
Follow me on social media at JD from NY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Cameo. Go check it out. Everything you need is linked in the description below. Go check out the Monday Night Raw post show from last night. Go check out the Money in the Bank post show from Saturday. I'll be back tomorrow with some extras. Go check out Magic Spoon, man. Go get your Magic Spoon. I don't want you guys showing up to the beer garden without a proper, nutritious breakfast. MagicSpoon.com/script. Be $5 off. And make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. On our way to 135,000 subscribers. Chris Elliott, I see you, bro. $2 super chat. Shotzi deactivated her Twitter account.
Shotzi's gone.
Yes. And Joseph Taylor with a $2 super chat. Blue Moon is for clowns like Jesse. I agree.
Gone. Bye-bye.
Blue Moon is a last resort for me, man. Anyway, guys, I'm getting out of here. I'll see you tomorrow night live for AEW Dynamite. Right here. Right here. On OTS, guys. I'll see you later.
I'm not gonna get this thing yet. I got to do another thing. I got to do the Goldberg Hogan match July 6th of 1998. Okay. Fucking nigga George is slow. George is slow. You dial that number. Go ahead and dial that number. Shit. Dial that number. No. Let me see if I can go do this. Oops. Hold on. That's what we're going to right now. We're going to take a look at this full match, courtesy of WWE. Hulk Hogan versus Bill Goldberg. Basic commercials, fuck.
Applebee's late night, because half off is just more fun. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
This right here. Hulk Hogan versus Bill Goldberg.
Start your engines. The fans erupt at the bell. I've never seen that, never heard that in our sport.
This is for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. The fans in Georgia are screaming for Goldberg and chanting for Goldberg. And Hogan is ready to fight.
As we said,
and Hogan is ready to fight.
To conclude this matchup. Immediately,
this is courtesy of WWE YouTube channel.
Your basic side headlock, fundamental, elementary move in wrestling to try to establish the power advantage, and immediately Hogan goes down to one knee.
Well, among the wrestling factions, many critics would put World Championship Wrestling number 3 in the pecking order behind the two NWO groups. I think especially with the recent defection of Sting and
son. Boom! Oh, he's strong on Hogan. Whoa, man! Hogan, like, what the fuck is going on, man?
To bring the world's heavyweight title back to WCW, then you would watch the balance of power shift.
That's way to shift right there.
And we talk so much about what a night this was, a history-making night. It's the biggest crowd ever to see a televised wrestling event.
It's a 10-minute match, bro. This is a 10-minute match.
Goldberg walks away with the gold.
It's a 10-minute match, baby.
Arguably the greatest champion our sport has ever had in Hollywood Hogan. Front chancery applied. Goldberg tried to power him out of it, but just content with sending Hogan back to the corner.
Yeah,
Hogan gets a victory over Goldberg.
Yeah,
he'll never be able to
win with that, man. He's still right back.
It'll destroy the sport. I'm not so sure if Hogan will. I'm not so sure if Hogan gouged the eyes or maybe a sweat that got down into Goldberg's eyes.
I remember Bobby Heenan saying.
I mean, you have to realize Hogan has been.
It's like Bobby's like, I was like, the crowd's on the line. The crowd's on here. Do it. Do it. I already hear that shit once. I watched this shit once. The crowd's on the line here. Do it. Do it. I told somebody was screaming, he's going for it.
100%, I would say.
Well, Hogan has to be the biggest name in the history of this sport. And I think you're looking at right there, that man Goldberg, who will go on to be the biggest name in this sport eventually someday. Only time will tell. What an opportunity tonight for this man.
We followed his steps all through tonight. And Hogan.
Oh, man.
The short
yeah, man, hand problem, boy. Look at old Hogan. Yeah, man. You got my hands.
To get the break.
He knows the highway. He knows every turn.
Yeah,
every
man.
bump.
Hogan's a very powerful man.
Oh,
usually a move like that, he can hold his own. A lot of times it's leverage. Hogan did the right thing, and now because of it, Hollywood, the world champ, is taking charge here.
Boom, son.
Well, he's spelling out. He knows how strong he is now.
He's doing the strap. Wow, he was the strap. Wow.
He'll do that.
He'll do a strap. Ah, he was the strap. He taught the ref. Tell the ref.
The back of him.
Goldberg got the strap. He doesn't need it.
Goldberg's got the belt.
Goldberg doesn't want the strap. He threw the belt away. He doesn't want the strap. He threw it away.
And he doesn't even want the belt. He threw the belt away.
He threw it away. He doesn't want the strap. He threw it away.
This man's on a roll. He's got momentum. You can see the confidence in his face.
Goldberg does not need any shortcuts.
But then again, with Hogan, you never know. You never know.
He want to earn a win over Hulk Hogan. How will Hogan?
Shortcuts. He wants to earn the victory over Hogan.
They'll grab him too. Full Nelson. He full Nelson. Grab one full Nelson. And all of a sudden, Hulk Hogan used low blow and hit him with it. Oh, low blow.
By Hogan, referee didn't see it.
Referee saw none of it, man.
Moments ago allowed the match to continue, even though Hogan had used the belt. A pat on the back for Charles Robinson. The fans want to see a clear-cut winner, and so do we.
The fans see clear cuts.
But the low blow by Hogan.
The fans see a clear cut, and so it's commentators. Commentators need to see a clear cut finish.
Oh, Goldberg hit very hard. Hit very hard.
Choke, blatant choke.
Trying to make a cover. A blatant choke.
Again.
Right in front of the referee.
Oh, blatant choke in front of the referee. Two blatant chokes. We won two blatant chokes.
Paying close attention, and he just laid out Goldberg with the lariat.
Oh shit!
A pick up and Goldberg.
Body slam.
But you won't admit this. This is a
elbow drop, miss. And elbow drop, miss twice.
Rolling over. He made Hogan try the elbow drop twice. That was a great move.
Twice.
And he's back.
Bam! Clothesline. Clothesline. Bam!
When Hogan knows where he's at, he rolls out to the floor.
Fans in Atlanta, Georgia on their feet. Fans in Atlanta, Georgia on their feet, bro.
What a great move by Goldberg.
Fans in Atlanta on their feet, man. Look at him, man.
Back, forcing Hogan to try the elbow drop for a second time as he missed.
I bless myself quick.
Hogan on the outside.
I want you to shit. I want you to fucking.
He's thinking right now.
Calling and all this shit.
Find me something down here on the floor.
Hulk Hogan found his belt back. Hulk Hogan found his belt. Put it back on. Belt back on.
The leader of NWO Hollywood.
He found his belt. He picked up his belt, put it back on. After that, he gets back in the ring.
Goldberg trying to forge his own way. Again, his own status, his own legendary status.
He did.
Which in many ways has been paved since September 22nd of last year.
That's September 22nd of 1997. That's like 25 years ago. That's 25 years ago.
This is where Goldberg does not want to be because Hogan on the outside, guys, is a master.
Oh, no! Oh, no, you're going to use the chair. Referee trying to get the chair from him. Referee trying to get the chair back from Hogan. Referee trying to get the chair back from Hogan. Oh, my. Two shots and 10 shots.
But could not. The third shot, putting down to a knee again.
Goldberg knows right now what he's in there with, what he's heard about his whole life, how tough this man Hogan can be, what this man's capable of doing, and he knows right now firsthand.
Body slam. Ooh.
Comes a time in every great athlete's career where you got to dig down deep.
Leg drop.
Where you got to suck it up.
Leg drop.
Where you got to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you belong here. For Goldberg, the time is right now.
Leg drop.
Because the champ is leveling with everything.
Hogan,
rest in peace, man. Curtis Michael Hennig, man. I miss him. Curtis Hennig, I miss him. Wait, is that Coleman on and Is that Coleman on and Diamond's page? Oh no! Hold on, Hennig!
He's ready.
Look out, Hogan! Spear!
Finish him off.
Yeah!
He's calling for
I won.
This is it. Your career's on the line here. Do it.
Yes!
This place will be represented. It's got him up.
Oh no! He dropped it with that.
1, 2, 3.
And William Scott Goldberg wins the World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship belt from Hollywood Hogan.
In the history of this sport, to ever win the World Championship,
And he kept it along with the United States Heavyweight Championship belt.
We've got a new champion. Listen to this.
Back in the day, he's done it, man. Now you tell you, this man has done it all, man. But this was long before WCW was closing down in 2001. Once we 2001, the WCW was shutting down. The Turner Network and Turner Broadcasting had to shut down or sell WCW to the WWE and Vince McMahon at that time in that year. And they beat WWE Monday Night Raw in the ratings. That was in a ratings war back in those days. And that started in 1995.
Who cares? Who cares is right. The hero has come through.
The fans in Atlanta, Georgia are screaming and showing their respect for Goldberg. But now Goldberg is with the WWE and he's still retired. He's still stepped away from that. What else this mean for him?
In the Georgia Dome, in front of more than 39,000 fans.
Honey, there's a new sheriff in town.
And they kicked it down too. There's a chant for Goldberg in Atlanta, Georgia. Look at these people, bro. Look at all these people, man. Well, Money in the Bank was already finished and over with. So it's finished and over with. So after this shit, I'm about to go kick this jewel again. On. Oops. They kick this jewel. They kick this jewel good. I'm about to take us home with this. On. I'll take us home.
Cheers, guys. That's O'Brien's belt right there.
I'll take us home.
You can see the buckle.
As we proceed to give you what you need, not 5 more seconds. Get live, motherfucker. Biggie, give me one more chance. 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 Biggie, give me one more chance.
First things first, I pop off, freaks all the honeys, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Those the ones I like, cause they don't get nothing but penetration. Unless it smells like sanitation. Garbage, I turn like doorknobs. Heart throb never, black and ugly as ever. However, I stay coochie down to the socks. Rings and watch filled with rocks. And my jam knocked in your Mitsubishi. Girls creepy when they see me. Never hoes creep me in they teepee. As I lay down laws like Island Coppin. Stop it. If you think they're gonna make a profit, don't see my ones, don't see my guns. Get it? Now tell your friends, Papa hit it, then split it in two. As I flow with the Junior Mafia, I don't know what the hell's stopping ya. I'm clocking ya, Versace shade watching ya. Once you grin, I'm in, game begins. First I talk about how I dress is this and diamond necklaces, stretch Lexuses. The sex is just immaculate. From the back I get deeper and deeper. Help you reach the climax that your man can't make. Call him, tell him you be home real late and sing the break. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know.
Give me one more chance, Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance, Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance.
She's sick of that song on how it's so long. Thought he worked his until I handled my biz. There I is, major pain like Damon Wayne. Slow down dirty even like his brother Keenan. Scheming, don't leave your girl around me. True player for real. Ask Puff Dad G. You ringing bells with bags from Chanel. Baby demonstrated in your Hyundai XL. Fully equipped CD changer with the cell. She beat me, meet me at 12. Where you at? Flipping job, playing card notes. While I'm swimming in your women like the best stroke. Right stroke, left stroke was the best stroke. Death stroke, tongue all down the throat. Nothing left to do but send her home to you. I'm through. Can you sing a song for me, boo? I got that good boy, you get it on. So what's it gonna be? Him or me? We can cruise the world with pearls, gator boots for girls. The envy of all women, crushed linen, Cartier wristwear with diamonds in them. The finest women I love with the passion. Your man's a wimp, I get that ass a good fashion. High fashion, flying into all states. Sexing me while your man masturbates. Isn't this great? Your flight leaves at 8, her flight lands at 9. My game just rewinds. Lyrically, I'm supposed to represent. I'm not only a client, I'm the player president. I got that good love, girl, you get it out.
Give me one more chance, Biggie,
I got that good love, girl, you get it out.
Biggie, give me one more chance, Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance, Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance, Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance, Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance, Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance, Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance, Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance, Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance, Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance, Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance, Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance.